We have a full panel of ladies today. It's going to be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh no. I would have touched you with a fucking stick. Might as well be the rest of my fucking
Yo, baby! How y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday night? Tonight we're joined with 8 lovely and beautiful ladies. But before we get into the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live, guys. Guys, make sure you join the locals. In the locals, you get to see all the juicy behind-the-scenes footage from the yacht parties, the podcasts, the strip clubs, all the drama like cups being thrown, fists being thrown. That's in the locals. So, guys, make sure you sign up. Guys, make sure you also become a YouTube member. To become a YouTube member, you need to go to our channel on desktop, click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier give you the best perks possible. That means top percentage off of merch, Instagram chat for members only. You also get our personal number to do business, guys.
Also, guys, make sure you go to unfilteredpodcast.shop and check out the new merch. I got merch on. I got merch behind me. Also, guys, Discord, man. I want to see you guys more active in the Discord, man. We're all in the Discord. Let us know what you guys want to see on the next show. Any suggestions? We're really trying to push the Discord as well as the memberships, guys. We need you guys to sign up. I think we're going to be doing maybe some new revamp to the members because we really want you guys to, we want to connect with you guys. Eric, I think we're going to do like maybe more some phone calls, or we got some new stuff in store for you guys. So stay tuned, man. We really want to connect with you guys.
Yeah. Real quick, do me a favor, Curtis, hide the chat for me, bro. And fix that hoodie behind us, bro. That shit looks weird. Okay, shout out to this the viewers, man. Shout out to the chat. We see you guys coming in here already. I want to give a special shout out to all the ladies here today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on time. For the ladies that made it on time. Thank you for the ladies that brought gifts, by the way. We really appreciate that too after the show. Guys, make sure that you guys subscribe and join the family, okay? Make sure you guys also subscribe to the Clips channel. The Clips channel is, shout out to Dom, man. We don't give Dom enough credit.
Yeah.
The Clips channel is just growing every single day. So
appreciate you, Dom.
Guys, make sure you subscribe to that. Also, turn notifications on, man. A lot of you guys don't have notifications on, so you don't know when we go live. There's also a threshold, guys. I wanted to tell you about that. Make sure you guys, if you guys are donating, donate through the Streamlabs link. It should be pinned, right, babe?
Yes, it's pinned right now.
It's pinned, guys. So I know that a lot of you guys are donating through YouTube, but the issue is that YouTube doesn't like us very much, okay? And they pimp us out. So YouTube takes 30% of everything you guys donate. And I always tell you guys that OnlyFans only takes 20%. So, you know, OnlyFans creators are getting a better deal than we are. Shout out to YouTube. Make sure that you guys donate through Streamlabs because they only take 3% opposed to the 30%. The thresholds are $9.99. We'll read your chats. $19.99 is another threshold. We'll read your chat immediately. It'll cut us off. Anything over that, you get a request. $49.99, $99.99. Shout out to you guys, man. Become a member, guys. Okay, make sure you become a member. Like you said, we're doing phone calls. We're hopping on the on FaceTime calls.
Yeah.
Phone calls.
Consultations. Whatever you guys, whatever questions you guys have, man, just hit us up. And join be a member, become a member, because we really want to connect with you guys.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it off record, behind the scenes, and a lot of you guys hit us up, but we're gonna definitely connect with you guys. So.
Yeah. Another thing too is, man, a lot of you guys do hit us up, and I'm not always able to get to your DMs. It's a lot of you guys, man, especially lately with the content that we've been pushing out. The numbers are crazy, the views are crazy, the comments are crazy. We're really excited with what we're doing here. We're working hard behind the scenes, and we wouldn't be here without you guys. So I always thank you guys every single show. Thank you.
Also, guys, we have done some street interviews, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna start posting more on the actual Unfiltered page, like B-roll content, not just lives. So guys, we got some really funny ass content coming up.
Heck yeah, real funny. And also, guys, like he was saying, we're building a community. So the guy, I think it's $4.99 for the lowest tier.
Yeah.
And so if you guys become a member, shout out to Dina. I know she's in the chat.
Yep. And she's
so
still not
shout
a
out to Dina,
member.
but
Everyone is getting on her right now, actually.
To be fair, Dina did say she wanted to do it, but that night we ended up going to eat instead. So shout out to Dina, man. Let's get the panel introduced real quick, and then we'll get to the questions. Go ahead, bro.
We can start off with you. Can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
My name is Des, and I have a couple of things going on. So I have OnlyFans. I have an e-commerce store.
Pull the mic
and-
close to her, bro.
So yeah, so I have an OnlyFans. I have an e-commerce store, and I also have a trading bot that I throw money into that automatically trades for me.
Well, like Forex.
No, it's just
Okay,
it depends what you want it to trade. You have to program it. It's
Okay.
AI technology.
And how old are you?
Me? I'm 32.
32.
Okay. Did you say that at first, or I just missed
No,
it?
you just asked me.
Okay. Nah, you
No.
just do what you're trying to say.
Yeah. No, we ask all the ladies on the panel every
Yeah.
single show for their
Okay.
yeah. So shout out to you.
Can you go?
Hi, I'm Helen.
Into the
Move
mic,
towards
please.
to the mic.
Hi, I'm Helen. I'm 26. I work in a lab and I also model.
26, you're a model. Okay, cool. Shout out
What
to
type
you.
of model?
Oh, I do.
Give her a little bit
doing-
more volume, bro.
I'm doing high fashion. As of lately, I did high fashion, but I'm really trying to move more towards urban just because they're more inclusive with body shapes. And I am sort of a curvy girl, so I want to move more towards urban.
Okay, shout out to you.
Cool.
Thank you for coming. What about you? Introduce yourself.
My
please.
name is Issa. I'm 19 and I'm in college and I also work on the weekends.
Okay, 19.
What's your major?
Exercise physiology.
So you're trying to become like a physical trainer?
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Thank you for coming. Introduce yourself, please. Go ahead.
What up, chat? I'm Jules. I'm 23 and I work with Unfilter.
Thank you. Thank you for coming today. It's nice to have you here. Okay, what about you? Go ahead.
Hey, I'm Estrella. I'm 24, almost in 2 weeks. And I'm a student, but I do work with kids. Like I do the kids program at my community center and I paint on the side.
Okay, shout out to
on
you.
clothes.
And what about you?
Hi, my name is Ivy. I'm 19 and I'm a content creator and a social media assistant for Breathe Media Network.
Okay, how old are you again?
19.
19. Okay, thank you so much. Introduce yourself, please. Go ahead.
My name is Liz. I'm 26. I'll be 27 next week, Wednesday.
Well, shout out to you.
Birthday.
Thank you.
Getting older.
I know I'm getting up there. Don't remind me.
Okay.
I am a manager of a pet salon and I own my own pet nanny business.
Okay. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming. And last but not least, who are you?
Hi, I'm Extra. I'm 24. I am a college student going for psychology, and I'm an exotic entertainer. I also own a company business.
Okay. And when you say exotic entertainer, you strip?
You do this to me every time. Yes, exotic entertainer is a stripper.
Okay. Shout out to you. What? There's nothing wrong with being a stripper, right?
Isn't there the dude that like he's like an Uber driver? He says he's like a concierge
Yeah.
of food or some
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. DoorDashier or some
Yeah,
shit.
DoorDash,
yeah.
We're on a
DoorDash.
high end.
Yeah, DoorDash.
DoorDash. Okay. If there's nothing wrong with being a stripper, why not just say it?
Because I think strippers now get the name of a stripper because you got a lot of girls Cardi B style in it, just shaking some ass and shit. Not like P Valley in it. I'm a dancer. I'm a pole athleticist.
So hold on. So you actually like, because I work at a strip club. So are you actually one of the girls that go up the
yeah, Oh,
pole?
yeah,
and,
like that's what I
Alright.
love.
Yeah, there's lazy strippers, guys, who just kind of
I
walk
don't-
around.
those
They
are
don't
What,
really
like
care.
strippers.
section hoppers?
Those are strippers.
Well, they just don't go up. They don't like dance on the pole, really. They just
I like to put on a
Dance
show.
around the
yeah, they
pole.
dance around the pole. Does that
Like-
make sense? They,
like
they
a
can't
pole.
climb. They don't have arm strength. They're just like there.
I
I
got you.
like to put on a show.
Okay.
Shout
cool.
out to you.
Well, shout out to you. I appreciate that. Thank you, ladies, for coming today. Your time is important, and you guys could be anywhere. You're here with us, so we appreciate your time. Okay, chat. If you have any questions for the ladies, go ahead and super chat that now. Any topics you want us to touch, super chat that. We're the only fucking podcast that caters to you guys. Okay, and there she goes, laughing already. Okay, guys. Ladies, if you hear her laughing just during the show, just know that she's talking to the chat, okay? She's not laughing at y'all. We had a girl the other day. She thought she was laughing at something she
Yeah.
was saying, and she's just laughing with the chat, okay? So, chat, make sure you guys get your super chat sent real quick. My first question for the ladies is, why does it feel like in today's society, it's men versus women instead of men and women working together? And whose fault is it? Is it the woman's fault or is it the man's fault? And we'll start off with you. Go ahead.
I think it's just something as society kind of like moves forward with technology and everything, and people want their rights and this and that. You fall farther away from traditional, like, what the man is supposed to do and what the woman's supposed to do, and those like man is supposed to provide, woman maybe stays home, and everybody wants to do a little bit more, and you kind of like lose focus of that. And then it just kind of, I hate to say it becomes a little chaotic. I feel like there should be more traditional values in a household. You know what I mean? Like maybe my wife, even though she takes care of the kids and wants to stay home, she could have her business and do things, but don't let your man be a man, basically.
Let your man be a man. Okay, whose fault do you think it is though? Do you think it's the woman's fault or the man's fault? Why do you think society's crumbling the way that it is right now?
Because there's women that are pushing being like independent and this and that, and as you should be, but there's feminists that are going a little bit more overboard with it. And I think you need to find a nice medium, and that really depends on you and your own personal relationship. You shouldn't base it on society, but we're raised with all these options in society.
Okay.
How can you say whose fault it is?
It's someone's fault though.
You can't blame it on one person.
No, it's someone's fault.
You got to make things what you
okay, yo, does she sound good on? Is this me or she sound kind of far?
Do I?
Yo, if we have to turn the ladies up, bro, turn them up, bro. No, no. You don't have to lick it. No, I'm just saying, Curtis, if you can hear that they're low, bro, turn them up, okay? I just want to make sure that the chat can hear them. Okay, so we have one woman who's saying it's the women's fault. Shout out to you.
I mean, what is it like in your?
We'll get to. We're going around. So you're saying that it's the women's fault. What about you? Whose fault is it?
I feel as though there's blame to be put on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of nowadays there's a lot of rapping with city girls and making the sound like my pussy, this, all this stuff. And so now us young women growing up, being around that, being entertained by that, looking at that in some way, we need to get money and all this other stuff. And then there's people like Andrew Tate and all this other shit, and this new culture where men are just no, I don't need a girlfriend if I can just have a side chick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's what's making it so that we're straying away from the traditional sense where a man has one woman, a woman has one man, and we work together, we build this household, you play your role, I play my role.
Okay, so whose fault would you say it is? Would you say it's the woman's fault or the man's fault?
I feel like there's blame to be
if you had to choose. If you had to choose.
If I had to choose, I mean, I might be biased, but I would say man's fault.
Man's fault. Okay. Before the show started, you said women are better than men, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me 3 examples of how women are better than men?
We are stronger. We have to carry babies. We have to deal with periods, all menopause, everything. We have to deal with so much emotionally and physically on our bodies, and we still endure it, and we still do what we got to do. I feel like men have it easier when it comes to a physical sense. Also, us getting done up, us getting ready. We have to do so much nowadays just to be considered beautiful in the society we live in today. You know, you can shake your head all you want,
I'm just listening to you. I'm trying to listen to you.
Facts, you know what I mean? And
That's not
okay. So doing your makeup is number 2. What's number 3?
Oh, everything. What do you mean? Hair? Are you talking about physically?
In general, I asked you to give me 3 reasons.
Taking care of the household.
So number 1, hold on. So number 1 was giving birth and all the pain that you have to go through. Okay. Mm-hmm. Number 2 was doing your makeup. So what's number 3?
Okay, number 3 would have to be dealing with life and society and life. When you go out getting hit on by men, we have to be scared when we're walking home because men will follow you. And one thing that is really fucking annoying, men don't like to take no for an answer. If we go out, we get hollered at.
Men have to offer, especially if it's less than 100K.
Okay, shout out to Captain. He says women don't care what men have to offer, especially if it's less than 100K.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. You were saying so men don't know how to take no for an answer.
No, they don't. So if you're going out and you get hollered at and you're like, hey, they will not stop.
Okay.
I've had men follow me to my car.
Okay.
We have to deal with that shit on a daily.
Understood.
Men probably do have to deal with getting mugged and beat up or whatever, but it's less than women.
Which one's worse? Getting mugged and beat up, stabbed, shot, and killed, or having a guy follow you to your car because he wants your number?
Or where I could get raped.
Oh God!
I could get raped.
It, bro.
I could get taken care of.
Demonetization
already. Okay, I didn't even say that. I see what you're saying.
You see how that could happen. You see how every day I walk outside.
100%. Yes.
People can follow me and shit. Where it's happened before, and some man can overpower me and get raped.
100%.
I weigh 140.
100. Well,
I'm not muscular whatsoever.
You weigh more than most girls, though. I would say that.
That's because I'm tall.
Okay.
No, that doesn't help me fend off a man, especially if he's much bigger than me.
Okay, but you started your statement off by saying you're stronger than men.
stronger, not in the sense of physically, stronger in the sense where we have to endure more pain.
Okay.
Mentally,
Because of birth.
we have to.
Because
not
of birth
just
and
'cause of
periods.
that, periods, mentally, everything. There's so many components that women have to deal with.
Okay, that's
that
fair.
it's just kind of like, you know.
Okay, that's fair. Listen, I'm here to hear your opinion out. So shout out to you. What about you? Whose fault do you think it is, men or women?
I think it's the women's fault because like today you see all this shit being pushed, like, oh, go be a whore, go do this, go have fun. Like, so it's like taking away like women from like acting how they're supposed to act. And now they're like all excited to go be a thought because that's what everyone's pushing.
Okay, shout out to you. What about you? Whose fault do you think it is, men or women's? This is a good one right here. Shout out to the chat. She's speaking for the chat here.
No. Do you want chat's opinion or my opinion?
I actually do want the chat's opinion. But no, you give me your opinion. Whose fault do you think it is?
Well, I think it falls into both sides, but I think men have a majority of blame because when you stop leading as a man, women follow men regardless. Women will do whatever a man is wanting to do, or women follow men. That's how it is. And if a man is lacking to lead, then women will fall prey to just do whatever they want or act however they want. So I wouldn't say it's completely their fault, but if you would have men that would act more like men, or I guess more masculine, women wouldn't act the way they do today.
Okay, so it's the men's fault. What about you? Whose fault do you think it is?
I'll say like I agree with her. I think it's both, but
He's speaking to
majority
Mike.
on
Yeah,
men.
turn her
my
up a
bad.
little bit, Curtis.
Yeah.
Yo, as they go, bro, if they need to be turned up, just turn them up. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think it's mostly men, if I had to say. I think it just started with like the feminist movement trying to be really, speak up for their voice. And I think like all the news and like how most things are, people are going to highlight the bad. They're not going to highlight the positive. So they're going to pick out the crazies and say, yeah, like this is what feminism is. And I just think I only say the man's fault because I feel like men would get, like anybody, if you feel like you're being attacked, you're going to get defensive. You're going to say, oh, no, I'm not like that. Instead of say like, maybe there's some truth to what they're saying.
Okay, shout out to you. So you said it's the men's fault.
Mostly, yes.
Mostly. Okay, what about you? Whose fault is it?
I could agree with both of them because in a way it is the man's fault. I am saying that it's the man's fault. But nowadays everything is put into competition and guys want to make decisions for women all the time. Like, for example, the abortion laws, it was half of the guys saying that you don't want to kill my child. Why are you going to murder a baby? But you're making that choice for women, and that's why women want to rebel and choose their own choices.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So you think Roe versus Wade overturning it was a mistake? Correct? Because that's what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
So taking the ability for a woman to be able to abort a baby based off her feelings is what a lot of women got upset about, correct? Okay. So you're saying that it's unfair to do that, correct?
Super unfair.
Because you're taking away the woman's choice, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but what about the fact that the man never had a choice at all? What about that?
Well, in a way, I could say that it's the woman's fault in that because you're not consulting with like the baby's dad.
Yeah, but no one cares about that, right? Like when, let's say me and you were dating and you got pregnant and you wanted to keep the baby, right? When you take me to court for child support, the judge isn't going to consider the fact that I told you, hey, I don't want to have this baby. They don't care about that. They care about the fact that there's a baby here now and this baby needs to be provided for. And I need to pay child support for 18 years. And so when I say that the man never had a right, it was always up to the woman to decide whether she was going to keep the baby or not. And they usually decided to either kill it or to keep it. And regardless, like even if she did kill it, like maybe there was a guy that said, hey, listen, I actually want to keep this baby. And the girl was like, no, I don't want it. I'm not ready for it. And so the guy never had a choice. He never had a choice in keeping the baby. He never had a choice in getting rid of the baby. It was always up to the women. However, when they changed the law and they said you can't have an abortion after this, amount of time, women went crazy because they're like, well, how are you going to tell me what I can do? But that's what women have been doing to men the whole entire time. You've been able to get pregnant. And there's a lot of women like the, what was it called? Like locking a guy up or, tying him up. What was it called?
Locking him down.
Knocking him down. When you get pregnant by, like whenever a girl has sex with a celebrity and they decide to get pregnant and keep the baby.
Oh yeah.
What is that called?
Locking him up.
Locking him up, right? Like you just locked yourself
I don't
up.
want to interrupt,
You're
but you
good,
gotta
right?
have some accountability.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get a thought pregnant, don't, you know what I mean? Wrap it up.
100%.
Because number one, it's her body at the end of the day.
Okay,
You
well, let
can't-
me hold on, real quick,
It's always
But
going to be unfair.
Does the
It's her
condom always
body.
work? Is the condom 100% proof?
You bring your own condom. Don't use her poked up condom.
No. But I'm saying just in general, even if you use a real condom, like the chances are the condom can rip. Chances are it could come off. If you thrust too hard, bro, I've had situations where I thrusted too hard and that shit was like,
I broke some condoms.
you know what I
my
mean?
day.
And even with the celebrities, girls, what they'll do is the guy will take off the condom when he goes to the bathroom. They'll take that shit and do some fucked up shit.
Did you remember the shit
Turkey
that happened with
basting.
Drake?
Yeah.
She tried to get the condom out the trash can.
Yeah.
You know what you can do? You can tie up your tubes and you can untie them, right?
No, come on,
Yeah.
we're not doing that.
I know
We're not doing-
an
Okay.
owner of a strip club that's very, and he be messing with
Okay.
the girls. I'm not gonna say what strip club is very popular in New York.
Yeah.
He had his tubes tied, but you can
Hey,
untie him if you're ready.
shout
to
out
have
to
a
him,
baby.
but most guys don't have the money to get the tube side.
Yo,
And
you
most
better.
most guys don't have the resources to do that. And when I'm
We're talking
saying,
about rich guys.
well, yeah, just in
Okay.
general, I'm saying
Yeah.
in general, the average guy doesn't have the resources to
And
do
they're not
that.
gonna take that chance either.
100%. And yeah, and I love how women are trying to blame the men. And I'm not saying they don't have any accountability. They should have it. You shouldn't just be having raw sex with any girl, right? But who chooses sex? Men or women?
Yo, it's two lusty
No.
people coming together.
No.
Who chooses sex?
If I want to have sex with you
It is
right
the
now,
woman.
hold on.
It is the woman
Okay,
who got
all right.
open. But yeah, okay.
But so ultimately,
You got me there.
so what I'm saying is, if women have the power to choose who has sex, when to have sex, right? Then you guys also have the power to say, hey, listen, I'll have sex with you if you use a condom. I'll have sex with you if we use birth control. But women aren't exercising that right. They're just getting fucked, right? So shout out to you. What about you? Whose fault is it? Men or women's?
I think it's both because I think nowadays everybody's selfish. But if I had to choose one, I would guess I guess I would say women started it.
Women started it. Okay, shout out to you. What about you? Whose fault is it?
I'd probably say women at the end of the day.
Okay. Wow, some
Damn,
accountability.
extra. I thought she was gonna say the man.
You know why? And
You've
the reason-
grown.
and the reason why I say that is because
I've never said anything otherwise. You guys have never seen me on this show battling. Oh, women are better than men. I'm not that type.
No,
no. But I'm proud of you because when you first came on this show, you were a little bit deluded, just a little bit. Okay,
small amount.
Yeah, small amount. But I see you making that turn. Go ahead.
Ladies, I'll say this though: a lot of ladies you're grown people, right? You turn a certain age, 18, whatever age you are, when you consider yourself an adult as a woman. You know what you're doing. You know when you're being mean. You know when you're keeping the baby, whatever it is. Like, there is accountability on the man. I agree with what you ladies are saying, but I also think that women are adults, bro, at the end of the day. So if you choose to keep the baby or, whatever the situation may be, the guy really didn't have any say at that point. So the Roe v. Wade thing definitely reversed that. Now, whether it's right or it's wrong, that's one thing. We can sit and argue about it, but it's not something that men really can control or could ever control before that.
True. Ladies, I have another question. Why do you think that men are saying they want traditional women, but when you look at their Instagrams, they're following nothing but thotties and girls with big boobs and big ass and OnlyFans models and Instagram models? And so why do you think that is?
I think that's a societal way of thinking. I mean, it's just what's been made popular in mainstream media and stuff like that. So it's like, and also you have less to worry. I'm not going to say you have.
1 second, hold on.
The abortion issue is proof that urban women are submissive to the government and politicians who offer abortion and welfare money to bribe women for votes. Therefore, 51% of the blame is on women.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. Shout out to David Jones. He's unbiased. And the reason why I say he's unbiased is because he's actually one of our biggest supporters. He's gay. He's actually super pro women, if I'm being honest. However, he's very logical. He's not speaking from his emotions. And I will say that there's a lot of truth to what he just said. And it's literally going to fly over all your heads. I guarantee you. As a matter of fact, can anyone here volunteer to tell me what he just said? Can you break it down for me?
I get that he's saying a lot of women are, maybe they don't have a lot of options. So the last option is to have babies and live off the government.
Wow. Shout out to you.
That's definitely not my mentality.
I really appreciate you breaking that down because I think a lot of ladies here probably missed that shit. But go ahead.
Yeah, because you get paid a certain amount for each kid and you live for free.
You're incentivized.
If you're out of options, that's what it is. I don't know what this gay man is considering an urban woman because I am a Caribbean Afro-Latina maybe I'm in that, but I'm not. That's not even my mentality.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Do you think there are women that exist that are hitting their like late 20s, 30s that just want to have a baby? Like they're kind of like, you know what? I don't even really want a dude. I just want to find a dude that I like, fuck him, and have the baby. Do you think there are women going around doing that?
I mean, that's every woman at every race. They definitely have pressure from their families and from everybody. Like, yo, like when are you gonna
have a baby
Definitely.
with a random person?
Sometimes women just want baby by themselves. They don't even want the man. They feel like they're running, especially if you're alone. Like I don't even have a man. Let me have a baby.
Of course,
but that doesn't mean live off the government either.
No, but but you get government assistance. Just being a single mother, you already get that, right? And also, it's not just that. It's not like the government is just saying, "Hey, by the way, if you're a single mother, we'll just give you food stamps." They're saying, "Hey, we'll give you Section 8, right? We'll give you this, we'll give you that, we'll give you child support, right?" And so it starts to build a society where women are like, "We don't need men. We don't need men because Uncle Sam can pay for my shit." And then, you know, the man leaves because he's essentially kicked out, if we're being honest, right? Because you have situations where the government will help you with housing, but they'll say, "Hey, we can drop by surprise you randomly. And if we see a guy here, we'll kick you out."
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
like that's an actual
that.
thing. And so what happens? The women are like, "Look, I can't risk my free apartment. I can't risk my food stamps."
But isn't that a messed up thing for the government to say? If the man's involved, you're not going to get it.
But
like,
that's exactly how it works. That's exactly
separating, specifically targeted at a certain. I don't want to say what.
No. It's true. This is unfiltered. This is unfiltered, not filtered.
To rip the man out of the situation, and it's targeted at a certain people. So
it's targeted at minorities.
Exactly what they're doing.
It's targeted at minorities, right? And don't get me wrong. Like all people go through it. You know, I would say white people, Latinos, African Americans. I don't know so much about Asians.
Nah, Asians, they up.
Asians are okay with working hard. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's exactly how they do it. They say, if we'll give you the food stamps, we'll give you the free housing, we'll give you $500 a check every month, but the man cannot be around. He has to be gone. And so what do all the ladies say? "I don't need you." And maybe they still got the man giving him money because he comes around every now and then, but it's just like, that's the society that we live in today, ladies. And it's all because of the women. Women wanted this shit, if we're being honest. You guys asked for this shit. Whatever's happening in today's society, you guys asked for this. You did.
Okay, I'm gonna beg to differ again, because in other countries they do support, in Canada, Europe, they do support like females that are pregnant, this and that, but they don't rip the man. This is an America thing.
Of course.
So I'll just leave it at that. This is not a world
But I'm not
thing.
talking about like
So,
Canada, because I don't live in Canada.
No, I know
I'm
that.
saying here at home.
Yeah.
Right. Because
America's a
Canada
little-
has universal health care.
We're
like
messy here.
Yeah, they do things differently up there. But I'm saying here specifically in the US,
Yeah.
they're doing this for a reason. They're essentially dividing us, divide and conquer.
Correct.
Right? Divide and conquer.
Very much so.
And think about it. All the money that the government gives you goes right back to them. Everything they give you goes, and what they do, how do they get that money? They start taxing people. Like it's all a fucking system, right? But I will sit here and say that women wanted this. This is what you guys wanted. You guys wanted equality. You guys wanted to be able to go to work. You guys wanted inflation, right? By default, you guys wanted, to be independent bosses. This is what you wanted, ladies. And I don't say you specifically, but the people that came before you, and you guys are taking advantage of it. And this is why women have to do what they have to do in today's age to survive.
Because it's what we have to do now. It's like the people, like you said, the people before us wanted it. So now we gotta live in a society that's how the shit runs now. So it's like you don't really have you have a choice, but you don't just it's not that easy just to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just rely on somebody else in this society where everything is made out to be you survive better alone.
By show of hands, which ladies have kids here? Just one? You two have kids? And then which ladies want kids? Okay.
And I still want kids.
The whole panel.
More.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah, I always like to ask that.
That's the first
That's
time.
surprising.
Yeah.
The whole panel said,
because we've done a lot of panels, ladies, where most women don't want kids. But also any lady at the table that wants to be kind of a boss bae, or you have that mentality of I don't need a man or want a man, you're gonna have to work double time. You're gonna have to be the mom, the father. You know what I mean? I don't understand why a woman would want to be single. If I was a woman, I'd be like, look, I don't want to have to do it all, and I don't want to have to go to work and be boss bae and come home and shut it off. And then also, if you are a boss bae and you have a man, you gotta go out and, you know, slay dragons kind of like your man does, and then come home and turn it off and be a female. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of flipping back and forth for you guys. And I'm not saying every woman needs to be a housewife. I'm just saying that that's something that ladies need to think about, especially if you want kids. And I'm sorry, you were gonna say.
sorry. I'm very opinionated. This also depends on your partner. My daughter's father is very in the picture. She's with him right now. We virtual homeschool her. She's with him for 3 months. She's with me for 3 months. We split it up. Like, we're very like, you know, it takes a tribe to. So
But
I
y'all
don't know.
aren't together, right?
No, we're not together.
Okay, what he's saying is like if you were married and you were together and you had to go home and take care of your husband too.
Yeah, but I mean that also depends on the relationship, right?
Well, then you would be mediocre.
husband's
You
not
would be a mediocre significant other, and you would be mediocre at whatever your job is.
What do you mean?
Would
take
you?
care
Does
of
it
the-
depend on your job,
your
or are we? That
Because you wouldn't be able to
Generally.
give all your potential into that one thing.
Yeah, ladies, just simple math. The more time you're away from your kid is the less time you're with your kid, meaning that the less time you have to be a mom, right? Like you got to put your kid now in daycare. What he's saying is like, no, maybe you're not the terrible mom, but you're not with your kid. And you get what I'm saying? Like if they're not with
I think
you,
you are a terrible mom though.
I mean,
I think in that situation you are a terrible mom. If you have a kid, right, your time as a woman should be dedicated to raising that kid. You know, unfortunately, I understand that in today's society, women have to work to be able to pay the bills. You know, the times are gone where you could only have one job and sustain a family off of it. Those times are gone. So I understand that the women have to work, but this is why I always tell women, pick a good guy to have kids with, right? Because if you just have kids and then now you're a single mother, now you're a single father, you just handicapped yourself. It's like playing a video game and you shot yourself on the leg.
yeah, but the problem is they don't know how to pick. I mean, pick a good guy, but they either don't know how to pick or they're picking the wrong guy. I'm a realist. I realize that most women aren't going to pick good guys.
It's hard.
So my thing is now what do you do?
Hold on. Why is it hard?
Every guy says they're a good guy. Like every man I've met, I'm a good guy. I do this, and then they act right in the beginning, and then you start seeing the red flags. You start seeing where they're fucking up and doing all types of bullshit. It's hard, you
And
know.
a lot of guys change after you have a kid. I'll just leave that.
Exactly.
Okay,
I'll just
hold
leave
on,
that
hold
there.
on. So you see the red flags and you still stay?
No, I'm saying like you start to see like him change.
Okay.
That's when you start to
so
see
what
him
happens
change.
then? What do you do after you see them change?
You gotta put on your big girl panties and end it.
100%. So that means that you should be picking.
But then you move on to the next guy. Okay, maybe he could be the one. Oh my god, he's a little bit different from the next guy. Same shit happened.
Okay,
which is what I'm saying. Y'all
repetitive.
bad at picking guys.
Especially here in Miami.
You gotta
especially
vet your
here in
guys better.
Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, but every fucking guy, how am I gonna pick them if every fucking guy is letting me down at the end of the day?
You're
Don't you
letting
think
yourself
the-
down. You're picking the wrong guys.
You're hanging out with the wrong
I'm always
guys.
amazed when women come on here and they say, all the guys I date are trash. Well, maybe the guys you're picking are trash.
Facts.
Or maybe you're trash because you're picking. Like you are what you attract.
Yeah.
Well, you attract exactly what you are. Like I remember before when I was dating, I was attracting broken ass people because I was broken. Like you seem to like always like attract what you are.
No, I'll give you that. Like your energy has a big thing to do with it, like who you attract. You know what I mean? So,
let me
I
ask you a
don't know.
question. How long are you waiting to have sex with these guys?
Some of them I don't even have sex with them.
Okay.
Most of them I don't even have sex
Because
with
she
them.
said something just recently. She said most guys change after they have a kid, but I would go ahead and say that most guys change after you have sex with them.
Yes.
I don't necessarily
Not
think
all.
anybody
No.
actually changes. I think
No.
people present themselves to you, and because both of you guys are in the mindset of, oh, we're gonna have sex and I'm gonna be able to put up with this, you bite off more than you can chew, thinking you can handle it. And then when they start exposing exactly what they told you they're gonna do, you're like surprised, or you're like, oh, he's changing, but he told you exactly what he wanted, what he expected, and how he was from jump. And you're like, oh, I could change
how do you
him.
prevent that? How do you prevent a guy changing up like that? It's very simple, ladies. How
They
do you
don't
prevent that? No. There's one way where you can absolutely guarantee that a guy's not gonna hurt you. How do you prevent that? There's one way. Anybody?
You have to be
Respect
very
yourself.
selective.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Take yourself out the equation.
No, there's another way.
Respect yourself.
I mean, that's definitely one, but that's like
Respect yourself
That's
how?
the extreme. Respect yourself
Well,
how?
respect
Who said
yourself
For
how?
example, like you have to stick to your word. If I say like, oh, if you talk to this girl, I'm not going to talk to you. He talks to the girl, and then the next day I'm hanging out at his house. He's not gonna respect me. I'm not respecting
That's
myself. He's not gonna.
I understand what you're saying. That's not what he's looking for.
Yeah, these guys are
I think
Not the
lying.
I
answer.
like your way of putting it. That makes sense.
It-
Like,
Can we
that's
not
what I'm
act like
saying.
Miami is the like bottom pit
What?
for dating and like these people
It's-
lie?
no,
and
no,
they-
no.
and
Ladies,
they wear
ladies, I
masks?
understand what you're saying, but if you keep your legs
horrible.
closed, you won't get hurt.
That's the one way, ladies. That is the one way. I know it seems so fucking hard to believe, right? But if you stop fucking these guys, that's the one way where you won't get hurt. Because I had a girl come on here. She was like, well, what if I wait 8 months to have sex with a guy and I realize that his sex is whack? I could have fucked him the first night and found that out. And I'm like, you are a dumbass bitch. You're really stupid. So you're telling me you're willing to sacrifice your value to find out if this guy can fuck good or not, when what you could do is make him wait and vet him to make sure that he's worthy of fucking you in the first place. But no, I want to make sure the dick is good. It's retarded. Like, your values are so backwards. And then when these guys turn around and act like fucking dumbasses to you, you're like, but all guys are trash. Maybe you're just trash. Does that make sense?
I haven't had sex with everyone I've dated.
Well, I wasn't
Well,
specifically talking about in general. I'm asking you if that what.
Gosh damn, she's
I just
taking
feel
that
like-
personal.
No,
She's
you're
like,
not
damn,
wrong.
he's coming
You're
for
not wrong.
me.
You're not wrong. You should have put more value on.
Yeah, but you're rolling your eyes like I'm speaking directly to you. I'm saying in general.
Because a lot of things you've been saying lately. I just
Wait,
don't
so
like
you want him to
it.
look at
I
me?
don't like it.
Okay,
What?
I need
You
you,
want
to
him to
move
look
in
at
a
me?
little bit more. So you're saying a lot of things I say don't make sense to you?
No, a lot of things you said, like, I just don't like it.
You don't like it? What don't you like about it?
It's just coming off as like it's giving me misogynist vibes.
Well, what
That's I've
define
been getting.
misogynist?
Misogynist, like you're kind of like talking down on women.
That's not the
Sort of.
definition of misogynist.
Jules with the definition. Here we go.
Do you know what the definition is?
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Oh.
like, oh, you hate women or whatnot.
Oh, so
Some-
why are you
some
using
shit
a
like
word
that.
in the wrong context?
I feel like misogynist has multiple meanings.
No, it doesn't.
There's
It has
just-
one
it
meaning.
has
You
one- has
treat
one
women like
definition.
objects, things like that. So this is the type of vibes I've been getting from you.
Is hatred or contempt of women?
Okay,
Do you think he hates women?
you could. I don't know. Shit.
So far from what you heard, because
Likes
you're going
men a
off what he's
lot.
saying. You're
He likes
saying
men a lot. Shit.
you're going off what he's saying verbally. So from what you've heard so far, does it sound like he hates women or he actually cares about women by
Sounds like
telling
he
them?
kinda hates women.
Oh, lady.
Okay, real quick, hold on, bro, hold on. What? Because I hate when people make accusations like that. Like, what makes you think that I hate women? I need you to speak into the mic, please.
Since I got here, you've been kind of just talking down on women.
What did I
Just
say?
being like my
What did
whole
I
thing
say?
is I don't feel like you're being neutral. I feel like you're kind of like one-sided.
I
and I don't like
appreciate
that,
you
'cause-
giving me your
'cause
feelings, but I
how
want you to give me
how
facts.
How is she gonna give her opinion? She's gonna give her opinion. She's gonna give her opinion. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. I thought nobody's opinion was wrong.
No, what? Facts are facts.
It's
Everybody
based on
has
our
an opinion.
experiences, though.
Yeah, but no, but it's not just based on experiences. You can have an experience. It doesn't mean that what you think is correct. You still have to go based off facts. You're saying that you feel like I hate women, but you're not giving me a reason why you think I hate
It's
women.
based on what you've been saying as of lately.
And I
just told
asked you. I asked you
just
to.
told you.
What?
Like, what did he exactly say? Like, what was the wording that sounded like he hated
This
women?
whole time, I'm not
Like,
gonna
you
pick out
shouldn't-
one word or one phrase.
Bro.
he
Oh,
said.
so hold on. So everything
Bro,
he's
he
saying.
said so much. Yes, everything he's been saying.
Okay,
yes.
so
Okay, I said-
as a woman, you should close your legs. Is hating women?
How long do you think a woman should wait? Because
No, hold on, no, don't bit her out.
Yeah, don't
don't
bit her
bit her
out.
out. Don't bit her out. Listen. Imagine if I sat here and I said you hate all men.
Mhm.
Imagine if I said that, and then you're like, "Well, what makes you think that?" Shout out to the super chatters, man. Hold on. Shout out to
Too
David
many
Jones,
women
man.
complain about men sleeping around and cheating, but the same women ignore the monogamous men and chase the exciting rich guys, then complain about the same thing again.
Okay, shout out to David Jones. We'll get to that in a second. Imagine if I sat here and I just said, "Hey, listen, you hate all men." Imagine if I said, "Helen, you hate men," and then you were like, "Okay, well, that's fair. How do I hate all men?" And I was like, "Well, it's just the way that I feel, and I feel like ever since you got here, you just hate all men, and it's because how is she supposed to say her opinion, and she's supposed to say her opinion, and she's supposed to say her opinion, but I don't actually give you a reason why I think you hate all men."
So, for instance, when I first got here, we were talking about the whole bathroom before the show. Oh, I hate how women act like this. Oh, women always want to be like this and they want to be like that. And it's just, this whole time you're asking for our opinions, but
Hold on, let me stop you
you're-
there. So when you came, I said, "Ladies, please use the restroom before the show starts."
Yeah.
And then I said, for some reason, sometimes women, even though they use the bathroom before the show, can't seem to hold their bladder mid-show. And I said, you say you're better than us. Women in general say they're better than us. I said, if you can't hold your bladder, like men, then how can you be better than men? Right?
Do you
Now,
have a
and by the
vagina?
way, and by the
Do you
way,
have a vagina?
hold on, let me finish. And by the way, I'm pretty sure everyone here knew I was joking about that, right?
Yeah.
So you're the only one I was like, well, we're better than you. We're better. And I was like, okay, cool, that's fair. I didn't say anything. I was like, okay, cool, that's fair. But now when I'm giving you an opportunity to tell me how I hate women, you can't give me anything besides the fact that I said that women can't seem to hold their bladder before the show.
Do you have a vagina?
I
know
don't
how
have a
vaginas
vagina.
work?
I don't have a vagina. But what does that have to do with this?
It's harder for women to hold their bladder than men.
I
It's
don't know that. You
actually
could be
Hold
right.
on,
for
but that's
men.
that's your kidneys though.
Okay, here's what I'll say. I have a daughter.
Cool.
I have a girlfriend. I have a mother. I have 4 sisters.
Great.
I have aunts.
Perfect.
Like I don't understand how I could hate women. I know more women than I do men.
The only reason I'm not trying to have this conversation because I know no matter what you're gonna think how you think.
No.
So it's just a waste of breath. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of everyone's time. We could just go on with the podcast.
We can keep going, but I just again I don't
know
like
you.
that you're making.
I don't know you. I want to
accusations.
give you a clean slate, and I want to like you.
You're
as
not
a
giving me
person.
anything. You're not.
So
God.
far, what I've seen, I haven't liked it, but I'm trying to finish off the podcast and see how you act later on. And like, you know, I want to be cool with people.
You
Yo,
act, bro.
Steve's face is hilarious.
Bro, she's acting like.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
All right,
okay.
yo,
You know,
Curtis.
how about
Curtis,
this?
Curtis.
You after the show, you can judge me again, and tell me if you still think I'm a misogynist. Which, by the way, I don't. You didn't give me a good example.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fine. That's
All
fine.
right.
Yo, we're
Can I
beating
ask
dead
a
horse. Yo,
question?
hold on.
Yes. You have a question?
Yeah, from
Hold
the
on.
previous questions that was.
Hold on. Let's get to the super chat real quick.
Yo, Curtis, go to David's 6-month membership.
Lorenzo, shout out, man. Thanks for subscribing, bro.
David, shout out to you for being a member for 6 months, brother.
Yeah,
thanks,
David Jones, real quick, man. Shout out to you, man. 6 months, bro, and we took 2 months off. Bro. Shout out to my fucking boy, bro. And then let's get to his super chats. Go ahead. Yeah, save that question.
Turn your mic on.
Yep. If you believe it's men's fault, then why do you ignore monogamous men? Is it because they're too short, not rich enough, not exciting enough?
Okay, that's a good question. So essentially, what David Jones is saying, if you believe that it's men's fault, remember at the beginning I said whose fault is it? So he's saying if you believe it's men's fault, then why is it that you ignore the monogamous men, the ones that don't cheat? Because there are, believe it or not, ladies, there are guys out there that don't cheat. Okay, just like there's women out there that don't cheat, there's also guys out there that don't cheat as well.
Rare.
And he's asking, why do you ignore them? Is it because they're too short? Is it because they're not rich enough? Is it because they're boring? Why do you women ignore the guys that don't cheat? If that's essentially what you're saying you want.
Well, speaking from my experience, like I'm Jewish, so if you guys know anything about the Jewish community, like
you got money.
They're not about money.
Yeah,
like the guys
bread.
are kind of like not really, but the guys are like kind of like nerdy. I mean, no offense, I don't. But like, there's like Jewish guys is like a certain type of stereotype. So when you're growing up, like you don't want to be with like the one who doesn't do anything fun or is like whatever. Like a lot of Jewish guys are awesome, really cool, but at least like. I feel like, especially when you're young, like you're chasing like fun stuff. That's the whole point of growing and learning lessons. You meet people, you're like, I don't like this. This was bad for me. So then over time, the older you get, you start to appreciate like monogamous men.
Okay, so here's a problem with that, right? Think about it. Right now, you're how old?
24.
You're okay. So you're turning 24, right?
Yeah, 24.
You are, whether you like to believe it or not, in your prime. This is the most beautiful you'll ever be. Do you think do you think you'll look better now or 10 years from now?
Depends on how good the technology gets.
No. Age is age, ladies. Age doesn't change for it. Time doesn't change for anyone. That's the one thing that doesn't change for anything. Okay. Do you think you'll look better now or 10 years from now when you're 34?
Probably now because I'm younger.
Okay. So here's what you're saying, right? And I appreciate the honesty. When you're young, you want to have fun. You want to find yourself, right? You want to experience things. And these guys, the good guys, are just kind of boring. You know, they're just kind of, And then when you hit 30, 34, you're like, yo, I've already had my fun. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and settle down. And you go to these guys that are looking for the girls that look just like you.
But not really. But that's not like the monogamous great guy. Like they're gonna value other things besides beauty. Like there's other things out there to value. That's not just physical.
So what do you think that men are looking for? What are the top 3 things that you think that men are
what
looking
they
for?
claim they're looking for, what they're really looking for.
No, what they're really looking for.
They're looking for freedom. They're looking for control. They're looking for money and
and women. What do you think men are looking for in women?
Hold on. When she said money, that got really lost.
Yeah. What do you think? So when guys are looking for a girl, what do you think they look for?
Shit, maybe Jewish, man.
like purity,
Okay.
loyalty,
Okay.
and like kindness, or just somebody who has their shit together.
No. Guys are looking for young women. Okay. They want you youthful. They want you to be pure, which 90% of
Rarity.
you guys aren't. Okay. And they want you to be fertile so that you can have kids. Now, are you better off having kids right now at 24 or 10 years from now when you're 34?
Right now.
Okay, cool. So then that answers your question, right? All those guys that when you're ready to settle down at 34, all those guys are going to be looking at women that look like you with your age. And then you're going to sit back and be like, well, all guys are trash because all guys are looking for younger women. But when you were in your prime, you wanted to have fun. You wanted to experience things. You wanted to go clubbing. You want to go traveling. That guy flew you out to Cali. You ended up having sex with him. You did an OnlyFans tape. Like, that's your fun, right? And I'm not saying that's your fun, but in general, right?
Yeah,
and
like
so
normally at this age, like 18 to 20s, you're gonna be like.
So when you're used up, not you, but in general, when women are used up, that's when they typically want to settle down.
Can I say something? In retrospect, because I'm dating somebody who's opening a restaurant in Miami, established, older French guy in his 50s. So in retrospect, I am younger than him.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
32. Okay.
Yeah, he's 50.
Okay.
So he's, you know,
okay, that works.
We're dating, send me money, does whatever.
But you also don't look 32.
Yeah, that too. But
So,
still, like,
I mean, that's
like,
huge.
if you look.
But I also feel like he could have like the average Miami thought too. It's also like personality. Like, not everybody. Don't get me wrong. You can't look like hell.
You're
either.
20 years younger than he is.
Yeah, that's a lot.
What you're arguing.
Yeah. So when you say like younger, and you also say like she's
when
in her
I
prime,
say younger, I don't mean everyone's going for a 24-year-old. I'm saying younger in general.
Okay.
Right.
Just
so
younger.
You're 20 years younger than he is. You're literally proving my point.
Okay.
Like you just also happen to be, at least from what I'm gathering, pretty well rounded, right? You seem like you're very intelligent. So yes, most guys are gonna go I'm gonna be honest. When you hit that age, you're not looking for the 19-year-old that's gonna give you a headache.
Yeah.
You're looking for the girl that might be 30, but she looks 25,
correct,
and has a good head on her shoulders that you can invest into, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're looking for the 24-year-old to have a good night with, right? But you're looking for someone to settle down that has a good mindset. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, but hold on. But 10 years from now, if you were 42, a guy that's 50 would probably look past you.
Absolutely.
So you're right at the threshold where, yeah, if I was 50, I would date a hot 32-year-old.
Yeah.
If she was like cool and like, yeah, because what the fuck am I going to talk to about a 19, 20 year? Like, I don't care. Like, yeah, you just smashed that girl. So you're right at the point in which you can still you're hot enough. You can still get a guy that's 50, but a lot of girls that are 32 don't want 50-year-olds. That's the thing. They think that's too old. So shout out to you for at least dating a 50-year-old.
Okay, but hold on. But there's still one problem though. There's still one problem with her situation. Yes, okay, cool. Like you're 20 years younger than
he doesn't want kids.
But okay, but that's the problem. The thing is that most guys are gonna want to have kids. You just happen to be in a privileged position to where the guy that you're with doesn't want to have any kids. I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, that he probably already has kids.
He doesn't have any
He doesn't.
kids.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
However, he is a minority because
Shit.
most guys. I have kids. I'm dating.
I
her.
have
let me finish. I have kids, right? I have 2 kids. I'm dating her. I want kids with her. If it gets there, I'm gonna want kids with her. Every guy is gonna want to have kids with the person that he falls in love with. There's no way that a man's gonna fall in love with a woman, and I'm saying deeply in love, and be like, nah, I don't want no kids with you. That's not how it happens. Most men want to further their line, even if it's with multiple women. So you happen to be in a really lucky situation, if I'm being honest. Okay,
don't fuck it up.
Can I ask you a question? Would you still be with him if he didn't send you money? Because when you started talking about him, the first thing that you said was he sends me money every year. That was the first thing that you said.
I honestly,
so I just wanted to ask you, personally, like, would you really be with him if he didn't do all of those things to you?
So like your guy was saying, like, I don't sleep with people right off the bat. I test them, and how I test them is that they make sure like I have things that I need, and it's not like in a crazy way where I'm asking you to buy me bags or this and that, but like little things like that I really could pay for myself. But like making sure that you would, you know what I mean?
That
he's able to, which I know is, but some guys, they could be able and they still don't want to do that. So it's a testing that I do.
How many bags you ask him to get you?
No, it's not. It's just like, you know,
I ask
for cash and I spend it how I want.
Okay. So how much cash you asking for?
Come on, give us a number.
You know, like a rack here.
Okay.
500
get
there. You know, reasonable stuff. But I'm not
Re-
sleeping. No.
Okay, listen.
But I'm not sleeping with you yet.
I get
It's
it.
just to see, like, okay,
Wait,
because I know how I look,
It
and
was
you
a
probably
rack
just.
reasonable. Sorry.
Wait, what do you? What do
That's
you
fine.
mean?
Speaking to the mic,
So
guys.
he had to send 1,500, et cetera, et cetera.
I need my nails
And
done. I need
he's
to get my
not.
hair
Hold
done.
on. Y'all
Reasonable
aren't even
for
sleeping
him.
together yet.
'Cause he's making
No,
money.
Reasonable for
now
him.
we slept together, but I need to see that you are in it, because a lot of guys will just, oh, I'm gonna take you out to eat and I'm gonna sleep with you, and then I'm like, no, I gotta see
Okay.
that we are going out, we're dating, we're eating, you're sending me money, and like
Okay,
you're
let me hold on. Let
you're
me
a
ask you a
little bit more
question.
invested.
What are you providing for him to be able to give you all that?
I'm providing my time. I'm providing that I actually am interested in a long-term relationship with him, and you know, he's about to open up his restaurant. I go there. I'm doing like helping him out with like little
Herself.
things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like my
I-
time,
You.
and
Well,
I
hold
actually
on.
do want something
Oh,
serious.
and
you
I
know?
appreciate your honesty,
I
but
hope you
he's
don't see this.
providing the same exact things that you're providing plus more. So
Okay.
why is your time more important than his time?
Well, he spends the time that he can, and we both like we're
Yeah,
just
but I
just
asked you
dating.
what you're providing in order for him to give you all these things, and you said my time.
Yes, he's
And-
a provider. He needs to provide if I'm going to be in his life, because eventually down the line, like if I am with him, like, you know,
Do you cook for him?
I have once,
Once.
not all the time.
How long have you been together?
Do you do his
This
laundry?
is new. This is within like 3 months.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to the
You
super
know-
chats, man. We're gonna get to all the super chats. Do me a favor.
Don't do
Ladies, why
that.
do you get
I'm
with a
actually
man you don't
genuine
wanna
with
have a
him.
baby
It's
and then
not
say
on
that you
No,
can't
I
regret
don't even know
having
what
a
you're talking
child
about.
I
I'm
don't know where that
going
was.
towards the super chat.
That sound
Oh no,
came
no,
from.
that I'm rich bitches. Just
Oh,
what
that's the
happens every
sound we
time they
have.
donate.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
That's-
she
okay.
felt offended.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
It came in at the right time.
She was like,
It came in at the right
chill,
time.
chill.
Hold
I
on, real
like
quick.
that.
I know we have a whole bunch of super chats. Let's go ahead and read them, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got David Jones. Too many women complain about men sleeping around and cheating, but the same women ignore the monogamous men and chase exciting rich guys, then complain about the same thing again.
100%. Shout out to David
God.
Jones. That's the truth.
Motherfuckers don't have a fucking 30-minute trailer. The fuck you're getting yourself into? Like, bro, we don't go into situations that we don't like because we want to. I can't read you just from one time meeting you, 2 times meeting you. Maybe I'll go out on 10 dates with you. You're great. And then the 11th, you'll do some shit that makes me not want to talk to you ever again.
Okay.
Like,
don't-
I don't understand. You're saying I'm
hold on.
ignoring monogamous men. I don't know you.
Okay, here's the thing, right? What he's trying to say is that 80% of women chase 20% of men. Okay, the top 20% of men that have finances together, they have businesses, right? Typically, they're in their 30s,
Money.
well-rounded.
money.
They have money, right? All women are chasing those guys. You're not chasing the average guy that makes 32K a year. You're not chasing that guy, right? So if you're chasing the top guys, what comes with the top guys? They have a shit ton of options. Think about it. For every man, there's 3 women in the world. For every one guy, there's 3 women in the world. So if you're chasing him and she's chasing him and she's chasing him, she's chasing him, you're all chasing the same guys. What do you expect? You expect him to be monogamous? You expect him to look at you and be like, oh, you're the only girl I'm going to be with? So why, maybe, ladies, you should stop chasing those men and chase the guys in your...
Okay, I understand what you're saying to a certain extent. You should say women should try to find someone who's more regular as opposed to a man.
You
who's
should
like
find
a
someone that's on your
CEO.
level rather
Okay.
than trying to go up.
Okay, I guess
The
I can
problem
see
is
where you're
society's
coming from.
telling you that you're worth the top,
Right.
and you're not.
But
You're-
not
you're
only
worth
that.
the top.
But not only that, like with an example of your guy, if he can afford to pay you $1,000, he can afford to pay other girls $1,000,
100%.
right? Like if
Yeah.
you're dealing with a dude that's giving you an allowance of 1,000 or handed out, I work at the strip club. I see guys come in, take servers out of the strip club. Look, I'll give you $3,000 because they don't want them in the club, right? They kind of want them to themselves. So they're like, look, I'll get you out of this bottle girl shit. I'm gonna give you 3K, 4K a month, and we're gonna put you up in Midtown somewhere, and you're gonna chill, and I'm gonna smash you or whatever.
Right.
And he got 7 of these girls.
Correct.
Ladies, these guys I think they're literally using their business, bro. I think they're literally writing these girls off.
Yes.
I don't even think they're like using their LLC money
Facts.
to
Correct.
give these girls money.
Correct.
Big
And
facts.
here's another thing too, is that the women will get sucked into that. You know, some old geezer, some sugar daddy, he's 68, will put her in a fucking apartment for 3 months, fuck the shit out of her, completely use her, and then rotate her.
Yep.
Right. And then what happens then to the girl? She has to go back to doing what she was doing. And now she feels like she wasted her time and she could have been using that money that she could have been working for to actually build herself up,
Right.
she goes right back to the bottom.
Right.
And not only that, they also get more of like addicted to that lifestyle.
Yes.
Yeah, they
So
can't
now
go back down.
They can't go,
So
and
now
that's
they
a good
feel,
point.
yeah. So now they feel like they can't go back to the life that they had before. They have to look for the next guy to
Absolutely
do the
not.
same thing.
So think about it.
And that relationship is only transactional.
So think about it. Little Joey, he's 68 years old. He supplied you a fucking miraculous life for 3 months. You're used to that shit now. You don't want to fucking go back to the strip club. So, you know,
You get adjusted to it.
Basil, who's coming to see you at the strip club, he's spending one of his checks on you. And you want what you just had. So you'll never look at Basil unless he supplies you now with what you just came from. And so it completely fucks your whole wiring up. And you're like, this is what I deserve because I already got this. And in reality, you got fucked for money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ladies, it's hard for you to climb back down the ladder. If
Totally
you're at the
agree
top,
with
you
you.
can't go back down. Even when you ladies have trauma or whatever it is that goes on, it's hard for you to then deal with that again. If you see red flags in a guy, oh, my last guy did this, you're just not gonna want to deal with it. So if you're dealing with a rich dude, it's gonna be hard for you to go backwards.
Yeah. I want to get the other ladies involved too, man. Shout out to you guys. You guys have been nice. Ladies, if you guys want to chime in, please chime in.
I
Okay.
kind of have something to say.
Go ahead.
I was agreeing with you with what you chase, what you attract with what you chase. And it is true. Some girls are just like, oh, why do I have this toxic guy coming into my life? Why does this happen to me? But also as a person, if you're repeating the same cycles, the same thing is going to happen.
100%.
If you don't want to grow as a person, especially as a female, and get that guy that's like, oh, the guy of my dreams, you don't change yourself, you're not going to get that.
100%. Okay. And do you agree with everything we're saying about the ladies and dating sugar daddies and having to go back down?
I feel like
Hold on, let me ask you a
wanna-
question. How much does a guy have to make a year to date you?
Honestly, I don't judge.
You don't judge.
No.
So he can be jobless.
And how old are you again?
I'm 19.
19.
And I'm in a 2-year relationship, and I finally gave the chance to a guy that doesn't cheat on me.
Okay.
So I could say that I finally decided to choose love for myself and not repeat same cycles and grow as a person. So I gave him the chance, and he's never cheated on me. I've never had a problem with any girl. We communicate, and I just think that money-wise, how you said, some girls, I don't want to be offending some girls, but
No, offend them.
us as females sometimes we want to be maintained.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the mentality that I want a man to maintain me.
Okay. Does your boyfriend have a job?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he make good money?
Yeah.
Okay. How much money does he make roughly? Give me a ballpark.
I'm not good with math.
Just give me a ballpark. Does he make 50K, 100K?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't answer that.
Yo, and was this guy in the friend zone before? Because you said you gave him a chance, which kind of.
Not really, because we were friends before.
Oh, so
yeah,
you
friend
friend
zone.
zone. So you
Yeah.
friend zoned him, and then like you said, you
Yeah.
gave him a chance.
But we both liked each other at the same time until we admitted it. It took a really long time to finally get trust from each other, because we did know each other, but it's working out.
Okay, but here's my question. How much he's paying for your stuff, correct?
We're both equal.
You're equal.
Yeah.
You see why I asked that question?
Oh
just
yeah.
now?
Okay, you're both equal. Okay.
It's coming together.
What happens if he loses his job and now you have to pay for everything that he pays for too? Let's say he loses his job for 6 months.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that.
You're good for paying for everything for 6 months.
Yeah, because I feel like if I lose my job, he'll be not
Yeah,
complaining.
but that's
and
his
doing the same.
responsibility. He has to provide for you.
But I'm saying I don't mind, because we're a couple. We're doing this together. If we want to be together in the future and build our way up, if you have a step back, okay, I'll support you in your step back. But you also have to put in from your part and learn from where did I go wrong? Why did I get fired from this job? Or why am I being irresponsible? I'm here to not guide you, but help you. But if you don't want to grow, then he's not going to get my help. If he doesn't want to actually try and be somebody.
I find it weird though that number one, you don't know how much he makes. Because listen, women wanting to know how much a guy makes is equivalent to a guy saying, what's your body count? Because ladies, that how much your man makes dictates what type of lifestyle you're gonna have with him. If your man makes $30,000 a year, you're not going out every weekend. If your man makes $300,000 a year, you can ask for some shit, right? Let's keep it G. So the fact that you don't even know is kind of weird to me. But also, I think if he lost his job for 6 months to a year, I think you would change the way you see him, because right now you're in a position. First of all, it's not 50-50. I'm going to be honest with you. But if you have to provide for him, it would change completely. 100%. You would start looking at him really weird. You would be less attractive.
I just think that as a person, that's on you to me, if you didn't have a problem with me not working for a year because you knew I was struggling, because you knew that I couldn't find a job, then I'm gonna do the same thing for you.
You're missing the point though. Men and women are different. Our expectations in society
But
are different.
everybody's different.
Okay, so like for instance, you can come on here right now and say, I didn't work for a year and my boyfriend paid for my shit. And no one's gonna bat an eye to that. But if you come on here and you say, my boyfriend didn't work for a year, I paid for his shit, everyone here is gonna judge that guy. So in society, men and women are judged differently. Does that make sense?
I think society does that, but I gotta say, you guys already know I already agree with that, because that's exactly the approach I always come from. It's like 50-50, and I know people
we're
are
gonna
like,
get to the
oh,
50-50.
You gotta be in love with him.
Yeah, listen, but you don't exactly.
I want to hold
if
on. We
you're
got
in
super
love with
chats. Hold on,
him,
hold on.
if he's
Ladies,
somebody to build with,
we have
if that's your
we have
partner.
yo, ladies, we have super chats. We'll get to that in a second. Yo, read the other ones real quick, bro.
Yep, we got Captain Caveman.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
Yeah, ladies, why do you get with a man you don't want and have a baby and then say that you don't regret having that child? I hear this all the time.
Okay, ladies, why do you get with a man you don't want to have a baby with and then say you regret having a child? I hear this all the time. We'll answer this real quick. Can anyone take this?
I could say that it's because the female doesn't have self-love.
Okay. Anybody else want to take this one?
I don't think people stop and recollect like who that person will be into your child's life. It's more than just having a baby. You have to select somebody to have a baby with who is an actual role model for your seed, for your child.
I think it goes back to what you guys were saying earlier. Like nowadays, some women just want to have babies, whether there's a man in the picture or not. So,
okay, that could be one point, and I didn't actually consider that. I would say that women just are poor judge of characters. You guys get with a guy because he's tall, he's cute. You end up dating. For some reason, no one uses protection anymore. Okay. You end up having sex. You get pregnant. A lot of times, women don't even know they're pregnant. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. Okay. I didn't know I was pregnant until I was 5 months. How the fuck? Don't you know what your period cycle's like? Don't you fucking like? I get it. Some women are like, well, I only have my period every 6 months.
Yeah, some people.
Okay,
are
cool. I get it, 100%. But overall,
no, but like your body.
Hold on. Speaking to the mic, bro. Overall, most women can't come on here and say, I didn't know I was pregnant for 4 months because, bro, how do you not know?
That could happen though.
It could happen, but bro, what about your period? Your period happens every month, or at least
some
it should.
girls could get their period.
But that's you're talking about the minority. You're talking about the minority, right? And all I'm saying is, after you have sex, there's got to be a fucking part of you, accountability, that says, I have raw sex and this nigga just came at me. There's a chance I could be pregnant. Where the fuck does that come in, ladies? Where does that come in?
Of course it does.
Well, I don't have kids, so I like personally don't know, but like my sister has had 4 kids, like my whole family has had kids, so like your body goes through changes, like so your period's irregular, you get pregnant, your period's still irregular, okay, but like your breasts are gonna change, your hormones are gonna change, you're probably gonna start breaking out, like there's gonna be other body changes to be like, oh, this isn't normal, maybe I should check.
There's
like,
no reason why women should be 4 months pregnant and not know they're 4 months pregnant.
Facts.
If a guy's coming inside you, take a pregnancy test, number one. Okay.
Plan B.
Number two, I just, there's no, the thing is, we have so many reasons to give women an out, right? Women always have an escape. You're 4 months pregnant and you didn't know. And somehow we're like, well, whose fault is it? It's your fault. It's the girl's fault. Period.
Can I add to that too? Being like, also a mom that was in a weird situation. I was with my daughter's father for 3 years, and he got a little weird after we got pregnant, and we both agreed we were going to keep it, and I saw he was acting irregular, and then I thought I wanted to have abortion, but by the 3rd month, I also kind of realized that.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Carly's Society donated $10. Shout out to my boy Steve. Fire. For the ladies, would you rather a 60K dude that spends a lot of his money on you, or a high status millionaire that doesn't spend much on you at all?
Okay, we'll get back to that one real quick. Finish your sentence.
Yeah, so I actually decided to have my daughter knowing that she's her own life.
Okay.
And I might not have as much help, or he might not be involved, which he is involved, but like you have to realize also at a certain point that's a whole nother life you're
100%.
You
deciding on.
fell in love with
It's
the
not
life inside of you.
you fall
Speaking
in
to the
love,
mic, Helena.
exactly. Like
you fell in love. She fell
what
in love with the
Krishan
life
was
that
going
she was
through,
growing inside
basically.
of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this is my daughter. She's gonna grow up to be her own person. At one point, my mom had a decision, and I'm glad she kept me because I'm my own person. Like, and I'm glad she didn't
everyone's
depend
their
on-
own person.
Yeah,
the
but
problem
you can't depend on having abortion over whether I'm with a dude at a certain point. Like, you got to make.
Yeah, but you made that decision for both of you guys, and that's the
Yeah.
problem that I said earlier is that
Mhm.
women have always had the ability to make the decision for both parties. Imagine if me and you are dating, which we are, right? And everything in our relationship just comes straight to me, and I never even consider her fucking feelings or opinions. And I'm like, listen, we're gonna date, but whatever happens from here on until the day we die, I'm gonna decide our lives. That's essentially what women have been doing. I'm pregnant. Oh my God, at 3 months in, I felt the kick. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Right? And then the men are like, no, I'm not saying that's your situation.
That's a heavy
Ladies, I'm
situation.
saying this is when I speak, I'm speaking in general. I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm saying this in women, I fell in love with the baby. Oh my God, I thought I heard its voice. You know what I mean? Some weird shit. And it's like the guy now has to be responsible for this baby. Even if he doesn't want to be in the picture, guess what? Court is gonna go after him for child support. Maybe the guy didn't want to have a baby. What happened to the guy's opinion? What happened to their choice? What happened to their, their life? You just affected this guy for 18 years and definitely for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
He has a kid now in this world that he didn't want initially, but now he has one.
I see your point. I completely get it. And you're not wrong at all. But at the same time, it's the woman's body. We should be able to get to choose.
Yeah, but it's
what
my
happens
wallet.
to our body.
Yeah, it's your body, but it's my
I
wallet.
hate when people say that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no.
that
It's your body, so it's my wallet. So let's say me and you get pregnant, right?
Mm.
Cool. You want to have the baby? I think there should be something in place where it says if you want to have the baby and I didn't want to have the baby, we sign something that says I'm not financially responsible for the baby for the rest of his life.
Do you also know how sick women get after getting abortion?
I really don't care. I really don't
okay.
care.
All right.
I don't care.
You don't care?
No, I don't
Cool.
because no one cares about the men. Do you really care about?
I'm trying to show you a woman's side though of it, right? You're asking like why? I'm trying to give you my perspective.
And I understand that, but there's preventive measures.
Because I told you, I understand what you're going. I understand what you're saying completely. It sucks that men don't have a voice in having a child. With a woman, if shit happens, you're having sex and she gets pregnant and it's your baby. I understand that. I said to you before I even started talking, you're right. You have a point. However, I'm trying to show you the other side of it because both sides kind of are dealing with a sticky situation. Like, for instance, okay, if a woman gets an abortion, I'm gonna tell you what happens. It's constant throwing up, pissing, and shitting.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly. You fuck up the bed, you bleed everywhere. So it's bleeding, shitting, and throwing up. For a good 2 weeks, you're gonna go through that. I know that because I had a friend who had an abortion, and that's what she was going through on a round the clock. So it can also cause other problems with you. So
okay, so before you get to the abortion, what could you have done to avoid the abortion?
You could use protection. You could be on birth control. He could wrap it up at the same time.
So you have all these measures, right? You have all these things you could have done to avoid getting pregnant, but yet when it's time to make the decision, the woman's the only one with the choice.
Nothing's 100% though. Even like at-home pregnancy tests can be wrong.
Okay, but if you have sex with me and you use a condom, we use a condom, you have birth control, you take a plan B. If that baby still fucking makes it, he deserves to fucking live. That baby deserves to fucking live.
It's not likely, but it can still happen. You got to remember, not everything is 100%. There are women who don't know they're pregnant because I'm thinking they don't go to the doctor because the doctor is going to tell you 100%.
Okay,
but
shout out to the super chatters, man. The chat is fucking coming alive real quick.
Like you're
give me 1 second. Hold on.
At-home pregnancy.
If you've gotten an abortion for any other reason than medical, you're an evil person. You deserve more than that pain.
Okay, shout out to Caveman real quick. You said you agree with me?
Yeah, I think there should be a law because like I didn't have a vindictive decision when I decided to have my daughter. Like I knew like, okay, maybe he will be, maybe he won't, and he is. But I had her because I wanted to have her. We never went to court. Like,
okay.
My shit
and
was
I
all
understand
my
that, but your situation is a minority.
But I think, like you said, there should be a decision in writing when somebody gets pregnant. If a guy doesn't want to be involved, he could sign off on it, and a girl.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Okay, ladies, by raise of hands, how many people agree with her? Raise your hand if you agree with her.
Yeah, and you guys actually can.
Well,
you guys
hold on,
sign over your parental rights.
everybody agrees with that.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, no, here's the problem though. You're saying that guys can sign that over?
yes, you can sign over your parental rights.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you won't fucking get chased by child
I'm
support.
not saying that you won't get
no,
chased,
I don't
but I'm
care
saying
about
you
signing
can't.
over parental rights. I care about the fact that men have to pay
Right.
for a baby that they didn't want. Imagine, right? Me and you are friends, and I buy a fucking car, and I'm like, I bought this car, but I need you to pay for it for the rest of its fucking life, right? You're like, yo, I didn't ask for this fucking car, and I'm like, I don't care. You were my friend, and we said we were gonna get a car, and I got a car now, and I need you to pay. That's essentially what the fuck is happening.
You should compare a baby. To
Oh
a
my!
car.
It's the same way though.
It's
like
an
I tell a
analogy.
woman
It
to
was
keep
an
her
analogy.
But if you try to put yourself in a man's shoes as well, if you think about it, that man not only has to think about his wallet, but men also do in the end of the day have some type of emotion. He's gonna be thinking there's a kid of mine out there that I am not taking care of, that I didn't want. However, that is my blood that is out there just in the world. So a part of him is gonna actually wonder, like, I could be taking, like, that's my child, like that one of my kids, it's out there, like it's not just because they don't get just as emotional as we do, that does not mean that they don't care about that.
Some don't care. There are
Yo,
mothers out
But
there
a
that
lot
don't
can
care.
ignore
We're
There are
not
mothers
talking
out
about
there
the
that
minority.
don't care. I'm
We're
just
not
saying.
talking about the minority though. Real quick, any other super chats that we haven't read? Real quick.
Yeah, we got.
Go ahead.
Well, just repo. They've been read out, but you wanted to skip them.
But bro, anything that hit the threshold, just go ahead and read it.
All right. It says, if you've gotten an abortion from any other reason, medical.
We already read that one.
All right.
Yeah. Shout out to Caveman, man. And you know what?
That was repo.
That was Repo.
Yeah, that was Repo.
Okay, because that was Caveman's name that came up. Okay, cool. I will, ladies. Do you agree with him? If you're getting an abortion for any other reasons than the medical reasons, you deserve the pain. Correct?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Everybody agree with that?
Yep.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you, ladies. Listen, this is actually a really smart panel right here. Okay, any other ones? Go ahead.
Yeah, ladies.
I don't know about deserve.
I'm sorry?
So I don't know about like the word deserves a little like
Yeah.
intense.
No.
I don't think
Whoa,
anybody
whoa, whoa.
deserves
Okay,
pain.
see, again.
Yo, one person speaks up. Everyone's like, oh, well, yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah, I thought that, but I wasn't okay. If you take a baby's life and you have to go through a procedure to take that baby's life, you deserve what you go through. There's no way that I'm gonna feel sorry for someone that's going through an abortion. Be like, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through that pain, bro. There's again accountability, ladies. Accountability. It was
yeah,
it was
your
a
choice.
so
if it's not like a medical like thing that's like it's
Like
you
life
have
or
to
death.
do it.
okay,
Yeah,
but
like
the
you have
problem
to
is
survive.
no offense, but the problem with your mentality is that so many women feel like you. Think about it for a second, right? You spoke up and all of them spoke up. Well, I don't know how I feel about deserve, right? Because all of you guys want to keep each other away from accountability. If everybody knew the pain of an abortion, more people would probably avoid abortions, which means that they would probably use safe sex, birth control, condoms. So I'm trying to, excuse women from having accountability basically says go make mistakes and there's no consequence
Pain
for it.
is a part of life. That is your consequence. So you just
Are you getting what I'm saying right there?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I didn't mean it like that. I just think like nobody like deserves pain. I think there are.
If you kill a baby,
situations.
you deserve pain.
Yeah.
That's just my thought. If you kill
a baby, yes, you deserve pain.
Abortion.
That's an abortion. You're
is
killing a baby.
You're gonna have pain in birth anyway. Painful. It's all pain. It's all
I've never
pain.
had
It's
an
all
abortion.
painful.
I would never have an abortion, even if I wasn't ready. I don't believe in it, but that doesn't mean like my truth is my like.
Okay.
The right
What if
thing.
you were getting physically abused or raped? You
There it
wouldn't
is.
get a.
Let's stop saying that word.
I mean, I
it's
think
cool.
like just for me, because I'm an only child, like I've always wanted a
There's
kid. Like
exceptions.
exactly, there's exceptions. I think some women really want a child, even if like God forbid it came from something so terrible and so horrible. They still want
let
that
me
baby.
ask you a
Some women
question.
don't.
If you have an abortion, are you or are you not taking a life?
I would say no, but it's not my.
That's a life. That's
Okay.
a being.
Okay. I mean, listen.
you are
I thought we
taking
weren't
a life.
talking politics
Okay,
here.
And
no.
and the more that you sell to women that you have all these options, that you can get rid of the baby, and if you don't feel like it, just do this and get rid. The more we sell to women that a baby's life does not matter, and that creating life is not. It's
not precious.
It's not precious.
And again, it's accountability.
The reason why we were created after men is because creating life is so precious. So if you keep giving excuses to women of, oh, you can do this, and if you don't feel like it, you can go ahead and get rid of it, and you start treating it like it's so
like nothing, you start believing that creating life is now no longer precious. You can just get rid of whatever it is that it doesn't suit you in that moment.
I agree with that 100%.
Bro,
Like I don't believe in doing that. I think that like I just think that life is so powerful. There's so much potential. There would be like to me, I don't think that I think it would be a waste.
Sorry. Shout out to the super chatters, man.
Jate donated $10. Never spend money on a girl that's not your wife that you can spend on something essential, including abortions. You have to be Wonder Woman for me to use my wallet to put a smile on your face. I'd rather pay rent or buy a car than pay for your girl's trip.
Okay, cool. Shout out to JT. JT, that's not going to be popular among the table here. Okay. I will say this. Back to you before we move on is, you know, I feel like women find it easier to get an abortion than to cancel a Netflix subscription. Like, it's just that easy. Another thing that's very easy in today's society is divorce. Divorce is just so easy now. It's like people have divorce parties. You get divorced now, you can go celebrate in Vegas, right? So think about it. We're losing the value of life and marriage, which are two of the main foundations for any good nucleus family, right? And for what? You know what I mean? Like, society's crumbling right now. Why? Because women are aborting. People don't want to get married. Women don't want to have kids. And if they do want to have kids, they want to have kids by like some random sperm donor that, you know what I mean? It's weird. They want to have kids with like another woman. Men want to be with men. Like, it's just fucking crazy. You know, people identify as zebras. It's fucking ridiculous, right? You follow me?
I'm listening to you, but like, you know,
you don't agree.
No. Like, okay, you started off strong. I was agreeing, and then
then you lost me. Then you lost
I love
me.
you. It was like women this, women this, women this. Okay, where did it start with your other hand? Men this, men that. Because there's accountability you had on both sides. No, I don't think people should be running around saying I'm a fucking zebra. Like, I identify as that.
Okay.
You know, you feel me? So I think that's fucked up. Yeah.
Okay, Helen, but you disagreed on everything that I said about women. And here's the thing.
Lately, what you've been saying, as of recently, I've been agreeing. I've been listening.
All right, so you're half a misogynist.
So you're changing my mind a little bit.
You're a massage.
Okay? So I'm trying to have like a clean state. I don't want to make any like pre-assumptions. So I like to get to know people before I say I like them or don't like them.
You're a massage, just not.
I'm a massage.
You're a massage.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the reason why
go for a massage right now.
Shout out to the super chatters,
the
man.
chat's going crazy.
The chat's going crazy, but I don't see them. I don't hear Jules laughing for some reason.
Not everything you say, I'm disagreeing.
$9.99.
Oh, we're not talking about
abortions are legal. They need to release every murderer that is in jail right now. But since homicide is illegal, abortions should be as well.
Okay, cool. I do understand what he's saying. So he's saying, back to what I said, is that I believe personally, abortion is taking a life. Think about it. That could be you. That could be you. That could be me. That could be any of us.
I don't think it's taking a life. I think it's wasting a life. I think there's a difference.
Hold on. Let her explain.
Exactly. Like everyone thinks here that I'm like, yay, like let's all get aborted. Like instead of wearing condoms. No, it's not what I'm saying. I just don't think it's taking a life. I think it's like wasting it. Like,
sis, I'm with you. Don't think everyone's against you.
Sis, I'm with you. You see the delusion. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Do you know what an abortion consists of? Do you know exactly what they have to do to get that baby out of you?
It depends.
Like,
how you
I
do
mean,
it,
right.
1 month is way different than 3 months, and that's why I didn't have an abortion, because the 3-month order is grimy.
They literally break every limb of the baby's bones
when your cells,
stomach, and then
1 month.
Okay, because I know, like I don't want, like I know someone who did it with a pill.
Hold on,
so,
real
like,
quick.
There's different ways to do it.
I want you to hold on, ladies. Hold on. I want you to explain to me. Shout out to the super chatters, man. Hold on. God damn it. I appreciate you guys, real quick. Hold on.
Jate donated $9.99. Freedom of speech is a foreign concept that we no longer have because this new generation is sensitive about everything, so they censor everything.
Yo, shout out to you, man. And I guess you can't put it up because it's on Streamlabs. There's another one right there. Okay, cool. Shout out to Repo too, man.
That's rough.
Repo donated $10. Jew, your religion would shun you.
100%. Shout out to Repo right there, man. Actually,
Not true.
The Jewish community is actually, from what I'm aware of, very against abortions.
Well, that's why I said I wouldn't do it.
Okay,
because I believe God put that in me, and I want to.
Okay, I want you to explain to me how having an abortion is not taking a life, but it is wasting a life because that's what you just said.
When isn't that the same thing?
Well, first of all, like I said before, this wasn't like a politics thing. Like I understood that we weren't gonna be talking about politics, but since you're asking the question, like it just depends when and how you do it. Not everybody's the same. Like not everybody's gonna wait until 5 months and then kill them. I don't know. I've never had an abortion. Like I don't know how it works.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're
I'm not a
saying
scientist either.
Well, to be fair, and I don't know too much about abortions because I've never had one, right? But to be fair, as soon as the baby has a heartbeat, that baby that's considered like a living being.
Yeah, and
correct?
there's a point of it when that baby does have
correct.
it. Yeah.
So even in it, and I
Early
believe I think it's very early.
Yeah.
Early
Yeah, I
on.
think
If I'm not mistaken, it's
At
like
6
The
weeks
first-
old.
Yeah, it's like
you
a couple
can
weeks
go
or
in-
like a month.
The first
So,
month it's
yeah.
not.
we're talking about
Month
a
and a
month
half.
and a
It's
half.
more like month and a
So
half to 3 months.
anything over a month and a half, if it, and which is, by the way, most women don't know that they're pregnant at that point because it's only been a month.
Yeah,
and
because the
and
estrogen in your body doesn't even read that you're actually pregnant. unless
correct.
You go
and then,
have
and then what happens is that what they say is, well, I'm just a little late this month. You know what I mean? I'm just a little late. So you're not wasting a life. You are taking a life.
one.
And and that's fair. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse over here, but it does suck to hear someone say that. And the reason why, because I am pro women, and she was saying earlier, why do you only say women, right? Yeah, shout out to the super chats. We're actually already reading them as well, so you don't have to read them. But the reason why you said that you didn't like that I was just saying women, right? Because women, in my opinion, are the most powerful beings alive in a sense of everything. Can I finish? And I mean, clearly, like we differ in different ways. Like men create the world, we run the world. That you can't argue with me on that, right? But what I'm saying is, you guys are so powerful, and then you sit here and you make stupid decisions, and then say, "But I can't help myself." It's kind of like Spider-Man when Spider-Man found out that, like, he was Spider-Man, and then his uncle was like, "With great power comes great responsibility." Right? Like, you're Spider-Man now. You have to be responsible. Well, ladies, you have the one thing that everybody in the fucking world wants: pussy. And so with great power comes great responsibility. So that means if you're letting guys fuck you raw, you're not being responsible. If guys are nutting in you, you're not being responsible. If you're not on birth control, you're not being responsible. If you're waiting 3 months to get a birth control test, you're not being responsible. If you want to have an abortion 3 months after you find out you're pregnant, you're not being responsible. Then think about all the things I just named that you could have done to avoid the abortion. And so when I say women, it's not because I'm like, I hate women, it's all women's fault. It's just the fact that I'm like, you guys are so powerful. You guys have all these things that can help you, and you choose not to use them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and in societies where women run rampant or they're doing whatever they want, those societies tend to crumble. You guys are super important, and if you guys are women are being whores, listening to Sexy Red, doing all this crazy shit, twerking, whatever it is women do nowadays, it fucks up life. It fucks up everything. So that's why, and you see in other societies, they keep the women more reserved, and women hate to talk about women with the burqas or whatever on. But I understand it now as a 35-year-old dude. Like, okay, yeah, if they start showing skin, we get distracted.
Yeah.
If I see a woman walking by with some tight ass pants, big titties, fat ass, y'all are just distractions. You're like put here to fucking distract us.
Correct.
And so the more women are in line, and that's another thing. Like women, like you can tell you're a feminist or you have feminist tendencies if you hear the word in line and you get angry.
Yeah.
That shouldn't anger you if a man says get in line or do this or do that or we're supposed to protect you. Like when you get angry at those words, you're a feminist.
Okay, real quick.
It depends who it's coming from.
Real quick.
Yeah, but there's
would
women.
who would you say on this table would kind of align with the feminist movement?
Like if I said a word like what I
No,
just said?
like based off everything that you've seen so far from the women, who here would you say would be probably, in your opinion, a feminist? A radical feminist. Come on, bro.
Probably
Yo,
Helen.
Okay,
or,
Helen and who else? Who else?
Her.
Her.
I don't think
Is that it? Is that it? Is that it?
No.
Who
No,
else?
there's no, there's no one else that would be a
No,
radical
okay,
feminist.
what about you? What about you?
Oh, just her.
Just her? Okay. In my opinion, her for sure. And I'm kind of leaning towards her with the
Not
whole,
radical.
Not,
Not
I said I'm
Take it as a
leaning.
compliment.
I said I'm
Thank you.
leaning. I said I'm leaning. And the reason why is because she hasn't really spoken much, but the few words she did say, come on, bro. Okay.
Little haram.
Let's stop being delusional. Red flag.
Okay, cool. So any of the super chats that we have not read real quick?
No, they're all up.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you a question, King. If everything you're saying is right, and women that show skin distract men, then why is it that men are in a sense incentivizing women to do that? Because the women that show skin are the women that are getting flown out. The women that show skin are the women that are getting taken shopping. They're going out on dates.
Life handed to them.
Right. So as men, if we're saying that we want traditional women, why is it that we're only rewarding the promiscuous women?
Because the women that are promiscuous, they're in it for the dopamine hit. They're in it. They're like the drug hit. They're the ones you want now, but the women that you actually want long term are the women that don't do that. And basically what's happening is women don't really date with intention, and they don't care about getting married anymore. They'd rather be the girl getting flown out because that's more fun, and they can do that now than win in the long run.
Okay.
So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Okay.
And they don't give a fuck about the marathon.
But why are you giving those girls attention?
Yeah, why?
I guess what I'm trying to say is, if men were flying the traditional women out, if men were, taking them on trips, taking them on shopping sprees, wouldn't more women say, well, all the traditional women are getting treated well, maybe I should be traditional?
Yeah, but they're not going to get sex.
Exactly.
It comes down to sex, bro. It's
That's
basically
exactly
if
what
I'm
it
not gonna,
is.
because the traditional woman's not gonna give it up.
Mm-mm.
The girl who's
So
not,
you're flying
you're
somebody
gonna
out
fuck.
who's not gonna
Okay,
give it
so
to
It's
you.
all about sex.
So are
it
you
all
saying
comes
you
down
don't
to
have
sex.
enough discipline to wait and hold it in and not have
Yeah.
sex?
I don't.
Like all
Y'all still
guys
gonna cheat.
only
honest with
want
you.
is
Y'all
sex.
still
Like
gonna
that's all
cheat
they
on
care about.
everybody.
You
So-
can't give them that.
so
They're
let
not
me-
worth your time.
I'm sorry. So let me ask you a question. So you said they're doing it for the dopamine hit, correct?
Women are doing it for the fast life. They want to get that bag or that
Okay.
money. Yeah.
So who's really the problem though? Is it the man or the woman? Because think about it, right? Like you said drugs, right? It's like a drug, right? So who's worse, the drug addict or the drug dealer?
There wouldn't be no
Right.
drugs to do without the dealer.
Right?
Thank
Who's worse?
The men would be worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's worse? The OnlyFans model that's doing the OnlyFans to get the money, or the subscriber who's paying the money to see the OnlyFans model?
Mm,
The enablers.
The subscriber.
The subscriber. So then ultimately it does come down to men to an extent, right?
Yeah, for sure. It comes down to us. But like I said before, women are grown and they're adults and they can do what they want. You say it all the time. If I was a woman, I'd be a whore.
Absolutely.
Right? But if I was a woman, I'd be a whore and I'd stop being a whore at a certain
Yeah, but
point.
the only reason
The
why
problem
you
is
would
they
be
keep
a whore
hoeing.
is because of everything that comes with being a whore.
Yeah, but the problem is women keep hoeing. Stop.
Also,
At 24, say
also-
I'm putting this pussy up. Y'all don't do it. Y'all keep going.
It becomes like a
Kids
self-image
kids
thing, though.
nowadays
Define
see
whore.
OnlyFans. Kids nowadays see OnlyFans models making thousands of money, looking
got their
online,
boobs done, their
looking
ass
on, being
done.
online, living this lavish life, and just being like just living what a kid would want to live, and they see that and they want to now live it because that's the only thing that they see. You don't see people online saying, "Oh, stay at home," or have a regular job, go to school, do this and that. No, this is not what you're selling for kids anymore. This is you're selling that lifestyle to them.
And it's sad that it's being sold to kids. Like,
It's because kids they see something, they do
and then
something,
they go with it. The
Yes,
trend of following media.
exactly. So with people, the problem with people online is that now you're selling that lifestyle to everybody, and having a regular life is no longer it's no longer satisfiable for anyone.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. So if all the guys, hypothetically speaking, today decided we're gonna unsubscribe from every OnlyFans models in her OnlyFans, right? What would happen to that industry?
It would crumble.
It would crumble, right? It would crumble. So technically, aren't the men responsible for everything that's happening?
Wait. Oh, in that situation, is the woman not the dealer?
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? And it
But
goes
we're
back.
only dealing.
Supplying
you're
demand.
asking us-
The men are
You're supplying,
enabling,
but at that point, you're supplying me the dopamine.
but you're supplying the women the money.
It doesn't matter. That's like hold on.
We doing it if no one would subscribe.
Okay,
So you're saying a drug dealer wouldn't be selling all that
if he wasn't making no
Like
like
customers. If he
free
had
or
no
nothing.
customers, he would be not selling anything.
Exactly.
Okay, so who's the problem? The dealer or the person
They're
that's
both
buying?
The
it?
dealer, but the
supplier.
dealer is
Okay,
the
so y'all are
man.
contradicting yourselves right
No,
now.
you're supplying us with the drug. Like the drug is
So
that lifestyle. So you are the
men,
dealer.
You men are basically saying that the only way for a woman necessarily to get your attention is to
Fix her mic.
show off
Be promiscuous.
you know, a little bit of
Mhm.
cleavage, maybe some short. Those are the girls you're gonna fly
No.
out. Those are the girls you're gonna have a good time with. But the
No.
girls who are covered, who
Mhm.
are being
You're gonna look past easily.
you know,
No, we're not. No, we're
You know,
not. Because
in
most
this
because
case,
we're
once-
not gonna get the same time and attention that you give these other girls who are out here doing the same thing they're doing for you, doing for him, doing for him, doing for him. But I just want to be for you. But you're giving this other girl what you should be giving me. So now
Mhm.
I should be doing what this other girl is doing to
Mhm.
get more of your attention.
I hear what you're saying, but
Mhm.
again, the reason I'm giving her more attention because she has what I want, the dopamine. She's giving me that dopamine, which is a drug, correct?
Right, but I want to be the one giving that to
The
you. I don't
drug
want
dealer-
you to be
But hold
getting
on.
it from her.
But
So
if they weren't, if the OnlyFans models weren't there, if there wasn't P Hub and all those things, the guys would give you that attention.
But the reason why they
Because
exist
guys
is
don't
because you're
have
giving them
girls.
money.
Guys don't get girls. We can compare DMs. You have way more guys in your DMs than I have girls in my DMs. That's even with me sending how many DMs to girls. I'm
Yeah,
getting
but
less
do you
replies
think-
than you have guys sending you messages.
Okay, but do
So you get that attention already.
Okay, do you think a woman would create an OnlyFans and put pictures of herself nude out there if there was nobody spending money on that?
That'd be a stupid business idea.
Money
No, but
is
I'm
Exactly.
asking you a
Exactly.
question. Do you think a woman would do that?
Would a woman do that if she was making zero money?
Yes.
I think yes.
Some.
Some
No,
girls-
no, no,
no.
bro.
Majority, no,
guys,
yes.
guys. If
No, she wouldn't do that.
Bro, that's an easy answer, bro.
Because why would she do it? I just said that's a
why
business,
would
bad
she
business
do
idea.
it?
I said that's a bad business idea.
Okay,
Why would
but,
you do
bro,
that?
just answer the question, bro. It would be stupid. Like, I don't think any girls will go on OnlyFans, post naked pictures, post sex tapes if they're not getting paid for it. That's
Not at all.
Correct. I wouldn't start a business if I wasn't getting money.
okay. Cool.
So is that my fault as a guy, or is it the girls?
It's the girl.
So for
it's the
supplying it.
guys.
It's both of y'all's fault, not gonna lie, obviously. However, if you weren't supplying her with the money and lifestyle and everything that other people, this is desirable for anybody. The money is desirable for anyone. The
Understand.
lifestyle
Mhm.
is desirable for anyone.
The
So if you aren't
fantasy.
supplying her with that,
Mhm.
she wouldn't give you those things.
If you didn't
Uh,
make crack, the guy's not gonna start
So
getting
the
hooked on
problem is the drug dealer.
I want to be honest. I think
Precisely.
it's
Money
Hold on,
is
hold
the
on.
drugs.
All right, hold
in
on.
this
I want to let the
sense.
ladies talk. Go ahead.
No, I sorry. I think it's on both sides because it's like, take away OnlyFans. Let's take away like throwing like this idea out. Let's say a guy had his good girl and the girl that like doesn't show off and doesn't do this, and there's still the hoes on the side. Like, I'd say a good 85% of guys are still gonna cheat. Like they like variety. It's just human nature. And it's even human nature on the female side too. I think we're like really programmed to be
Ladies,
like this
you have to
monogamous
remember that
thing.
you can't control what men do. You can only control your
We're
reaction
programmed to be
what men do.
monogamous, but a lot of us are not naturally, and it shouldn't be shamed either. You should just find your niche and find where you.
I'm
fit
sorry.
in.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Terrible.
I'm glad that we're
It's
talking
not
about
terrible
monogamy.
advice.
Hold on. I'm glad that we're talking about monogamy.
It's not for everybody.
I have let's read the super chat real quick, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, ladies, you have to remember that you can't control what men do. You can only control your reaction to what men do.
100%. David Jones always dropping
Correct.
facts, man.
Yo, Curtis, you didn't read out Lord Peaches before. It didn't come up. It didn't pop up.
Lord Peaches. Let me read it.
He
Real
said,
quick,
pick
man.
one to date: rich dealer, rich scammer, or broke 9 to
Okay.
5 guy.
Okay, real quick, ladies. So pick one to date. We'll start off with you because you're talking way too much. Okay. Rich dealer, rich scammer, or a broke 9 to 5.
Rich dealer, rich scammer, like dealer, like drug dealer.
Yes, drug dealer.
It's a fucking hard one. But will a broke 9 to 5 guy be broke forever?
I
Or
don't
just
know.
right
Just
now?
pick one for right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the rich dealer.
Rich dealer. What about you?
The rich scammer.
Scammer. What about you?
Broke 9 to 5.
What about you?
Broke 9 to 5.
What about you?
Rich dealer.
What about you?
Rich dealer.
What about you?
Rich scammer.
Scammer.
He's smart.
Okay, cool. Scammer. Shout
Put
out
him
to
in
you,
the-
ladies. Okay, we're
Put him in
gonna
corporate world.
real quick. I think this panel I want to do the rating game. Okay, I think we should do the rating game on this just to see how honest the ladies are. We were talking about monogamy real quick before we get to the rating game. Okay, is having a high body count a win or a loss for women? And we'll start off with you. Is it a win or a loss? If women in general have high body counts, is it a win or a loss?
I think it's a loss.
Okay, you think it's a loss. What about you?
I think it's a loss.
You
too.
think it's a loss?
It's a loss.
It's a loss.
I can't say it's a. I can't say it's a
Well,
loss.
we know who has a high body count.
Yeah,
over here.
and I admit it every time I'm on here. Y'all
Okay.
already know.
Okay, so just if you have to choose one, which one would you choose?
I can't say it's like I really don't gain anything or lose anything from it, so I can't say it's a win or a loss.
That can be debated. Just pick one. If you had to pick one, would you say it's a loss or a win?
Plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. Is it a loss
It's
or
a
a win?
loss.
Is it a loss or a win?
I'm gonna say it's a loss.
It's a loss. What about you?
It depends what you consider high or low. I like an experienced person.
You like an experienced person?
Yes. If we don't have a sex
But
bond that you know.
But I asked for
I'm gonna leave
women.
you.
I said for women, is it a win or a
women?
loss?
For women, that's such an open question.
No, it's pretty direct. I mean, it's
what's 2 bodies to 10 bodies? So like, what's
so I'm just
considered
asking
high?
if a woman has a high body count. Let's say she has 30 body counts.
Okay.
Right? Is it a win or a loss for her?
I don't think it's a loss because you could still win with like. I've never been judged. I have a great life.
Okay.
No, I think I've definitely been judged.
Okay,
but
hold
I'm
on.
saying it doesn't.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so
I'm
give me.
chilling.
So how do you benefit from having a high body count then?
I wouldn't say benefit. Like
Well,
I'm not you. When you say a high body count, I might have had like, in high school, I was like, maybe sleep around. But then like I had a boyfriend for like 3 to 5 years, and another boyfriend 5 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like it
No,
depends.
but I'm not talking about relationships. Ladies, you guys are no. Who raise your hand if you're a virgin here? Okay, perfect. So you guys know what a body count is, right? Everybody knows what.
Please don't make us say it.
Give me the positives to having a high body count. If you have 30 bodies, if a woman has 30 bodies, what are the positives? You can't say that
The positive is
equal.
being able to please my partner and know what he wants.
Okay, so is that the only positive you can think of?
Having sexual experience for myself and not being like open, not closed-minded. Like,
So being open-minded and being able to please your man.
I'm not saying you should go do that. It's not, I'm just saying that's what I do say. Like,
Different
yes,
strokes for different folks.
Okay.
Know what I'm doing in the bedroom.
All right.
It's amazing.
Perfect.
Yes,
Okay,
I
let's
like
play
it.
this game real quick. Everybody pay attention, man. What's your body count?
It's 39.
39? That's super high, bro. What's your body count?
Is that
70.
70? God damn,
See,
bro.
that's what I'm saying.
Hey, don't
yeah,
judge
can
me.
Can we finish? Can we finish? Okay.
I think that's pretty average.
Wait, so 79 for you?
70.
70. Okay.
70.
Okay.
Shit,
So
bro.
I'm at 45, ladies. Let's pay attention. He's at 39, 70, 45. What's your body count?
Between 75 and 100.
You're definitely over 100.
No,
Well,
I'm definitely not.
Okay. Last time we talked.
No, I told y'all because you guys guessed, and I was like, it's under 100. It's
How do you
either
know
to
it's
100.
75?
It's
between
75 to 100.
It
Like,
could be
because I know
101.
it's not-
It could be
I know
101.
it's not over 100.
You can't just drop 30 bodies like that. The last time you came, we talked about.
I said I did not know. I honestly could not tell you, but I know it's not like I'm not like sleeping with every single body, but I am sexually active. Like, or I mean, I have a partner now and stuff like that, and like that's near here nor there. But I'm saying like he already knows, and everybody already knows. Like I don't.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He doesn't know.
But
because
he
you don't
does.
even know. So if you don't know,
he knows
how does
the
he know?
lifestyle I was forced to live before I was my own person. So
Okay, but what I'm saying is, give me a ballpark. So it's
I just told you
it's
a
under
ballpark.
100.
Yes, that's my
Okay, so
ballpark.
between 100 and 0. What's your body count?
Do I really have to say? I don't.
Do you guys
say.
count? You have a
like.
book and you count?
I know
I'm
how
not
many.
proud of it.
You don't have. I'm not
I-
proud of mine either. What's yours?
Like 15.
15. What's yours?
Like 5.
Like 5. What's yours?
I don't feel comfortable sharing a
Okay,
family
so I'm
watching.
just gonna assume it's probably around 20.
No, it's not less than 10. But
It's less than
just
10. Well, if it's less than 10, okay. You said it's around 5. If it's 5, you should know.
She said like 5.
It's 5.
It's 5.
Yeah.
Okay, you changed it up real quick. What's your body count?
I'm calling cat.
7.
Yeah.
7. Okay, what's your body count?
Over 10, under 20.
So 15.
What's your
Okay,
body count?
I don't directly count, but it's probably closer to yours. But I am also in my 30s.
Okay, I'm in my 30s too.
Okay, I think
cool.
that's pretty normal.
Okay, but
Not 15.
But here's ladies. Yo, does body count matter? Yes or no?
I think it does matter.
Okay, it does
You know
matter.
what? I'm gonna tell you. I used to think it was so stupid, and I do feel like it is kind of dumb if you go into a relationship and the guy's like, "Okay, what's your body count?" I feel like you should leave that in the past. That shouldn't be that shouldn't be relevant.
If I murdered
But,
someone
however,
if I murdered someone
I'm
in the
not
past,
done.
would you want to know?
I'm not done.
Would
However-
you want to know if we were dating and I murdered someone in the past? Would you want to know? Yes or no?
Yeah, but look, I'm not That's not the same thing. Okay, what I noticed growing in my 20s and everything like that, every time you have sex with someone, you give some of your energy to that person. You
Okay.
absorb some of their energy. You know, you're giving away a part of yourself and you're becoming desensitized.
Okay.
So it's not good to go around and sleep with a whole bunch of people and do, oh fuck body count. But I don't feel like it should be something that like, okay, if a girl has a body count, that's a hoe.
Okay, but that's
I don't-
very hypocritical. You just said that if you meet someone, you think that it should be in the past, it should stay in the past.
Yeah.
But then you also said that it's very important because you're giving away your energy.
For yourself.
Okay.
For you.
But if I'm dating you, don't I deserve to know how many people you gave your energy to? No, I don't.
Why do you deserve to know for what?
Because I'm investing
For
into
what?
you. Like you're if I'm taking you seriously, right? Because I don't ask girls their body count unless I'm trying to take them seriously. But if I ask you your body count, I'm assuming that I'm trying to build a life with you, right? So what I'm saying is, don't I deserve to know
You should
how many
base it
people you give
on-
your energy
You should base
to?
it on my personality, the type of person I am, the way I make you feel when I'm around you. You should not base it on how much dick I've had.
Yep.
It should not be based on that. Like I think that's so stupid.
Okay.
It's
So how about
idiotic.
so let me give you an example. So let's say me and you are dating, right?
Sure.
And I tell you that I'm absolutely broke and I actually owe $100,000. I have a shit ton of debt, and I tell you, you shouldn't base our relationship based off my past. You should base it off how you feel around me, how good of a time we have. Are you cool with that too? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
You're
I would
cool with
help
that?
you. I'd help you pay off the debt if it was really debt. Yeah.
Okay.
I would help you pay it off. If I really like you and I'm really interested in you and I really want to build a life with you.
Okay. Now, majority of women, would you say that they would also feel the same way as you?
I'm not sure. I can't speak.
No, you. This is logic we're talking about here.
Majority of women.
Well,
I can't speak on that. Everyone sees things.
guys, this is
differently.
hard, man. It talking to women every single day, and having people blatantly ignore the facts. Like you know that money is basically the next best thing to breathing air, right? You can have a full clean bill of health, but if you're broke, you're struggling in life. Like money is very important. So for women, for you as a woman to sit here and tell me, I don't know if most women would actually, you know.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I don't know.
That's like me saying
everyone at this table could have a different opinion than I.
in general, though, most women would and actually do care about how much a guy makes and if he's in debt.
If a guy was 150K in debt, you're telling me majority of girls would take him seriously?
No.
That doesn't even sound logical.
No, but it's
I wouldn't
because
tell my daughter, my sister, I wouldn't tell anyone to do that.
no, but they're not gonna acknowledge that because it goes against their argument, right? So it goes against their argument. I said I would want to know how many people you've given your energy to, your body to, how many dudes you sucked off, how many dudes came on your face. I would want to know this shit because I want to know who I'm investing into. That's how men think about it. You don't agree?
I think people lie every day and they lie to God. So how would you even know? Because
Well,
if I had a boyfriend for
that.
5 years and I have sex with him 1,000 times,
Okay.
and I have maybe 40 bodies and I slept with him once, how are you gonna know the difference?
Okay, so
what do you know?
So your argument
Just
is
chill.
okay. So just chill, right? So you're saying that
it's not, but it's like
hold on, let me finish. You're saying that men are so stupid, right? Men are so stupid that if you had 40 bodies, there's no way that you could tell. I could lie to you as a man, and there's no way you could tell if I really fucked 40 guys. Well, let me tell you something. Men play stupid, ladies. We play stupid. You think we're stupid when your sugar daddy's giving you $1,000. You think he's stupid. This guy's.
I don't think he's stupid.
Oh, what?
I actually like him.
Okay.
That's my man. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
That's not her sugar daddy.
That's not my
Okay,
sugar
he's
daddy.
your-
That's
he-
the only person I'm talking to right
Okay,
now.
so he's your man. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think that this guy doesn't already know? You don't think he's already dated girls like you? You don't think he's been around the
No,
block?
because I actually had to have a conversation with him about like, if I want something, I expect you to like. I had to have a conversation. I think it might be a European thing, but he didn't really understand what the hell I was talking about at first.
I love that every woman that comes on here thinks that they're the unicorn and that they're
No, I
special.
don't think I'm special. I just said what I need, and this is my expectations. If you mess with me, cool. If not, like I'm gonna keep it pushing. Like,
Yeah. What I'm saying is that, ladies, you think men are stupid. We're not. I can tell. If you had 40 bodies, I can tell because sexual experience. I always tell her all the time. We watch the videos. We go home and watch the videos of every show. And I say, look at body language. Don't look at what she's saying. Look at her body language. Look at how she's reacting. So when we're having sex, I can read your fucking body language. I know if you've been around. I know if you've sucked dick. I've had a girl purposely suck my dick bad to try to fool me into thinking she had a low body count. Until one day I was like, what the fuck was that? You didn't learn that shit with me. I didn't teach you that shit. You know what I mean? And so we can tell, bro. Men are not that stupid.
Well, we can't.
I have another question.
We can't tell exactly the amount of bodies you had.
Correct.
And pinpoint it, but we can certainly tell.
Absolutely.
If you fucked.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Oh, like she's experienced.
Yes.
Basically.
So that's what I'm saying. Bro, this is a rocket
Because
science.
I've also went celibate for 6 months, but I have almost the same body count as you. So it's like I'm not just.
Y'all can do that
for 6 months.
To look at this,
No, but what I'm saying is, if you're dating a girl, right? If you're talking to a girl, and she's like, "Yo, I don't have a high body count," and you realize she has a shit ton of experience, you don't give a fuck what the exact amount of bodies were. You just know this girl lied to me. We're not worried essentially for the exact amount of bodies you have. We're just worried about whether she's experienced or the fact where I know she was a hoe. I don't need to know your exact body count. I just need to know if you were a hoe or not.
That's different.
And another argument is that, I would say that women that are having 30 bodies, 40 bodies, that's actually a really big loss. Now I know, she's saying it's not a loss. You're saying it's not a loss. But I'm gonna tell you, ladies, how it is a loss.
Life is different.
Let me tell you how it is a loss. Here, this is why
I love my life.
This is why it's a loss. Because the guy you're dating right now, right? How many guys like that have you dated before?
Honestly, on that level, that's the type of guys that I date.
Okay, and your body count was how much again? 30.
Around like a little bit, like around where you are. What did
So
you say?
45?
45.
I'm at 45. So,
Okay,
okay,
like
so
a little
you're
bit
around 45.
around
So
maybe
you're
like
telling me that all the guys you slept with were essentially the same as the guy you're dating now. They all had $1,000 to just give you away.
No, I think it's more like in the last like 5 years.
Okay, so in the last 5 years, so maybe
It
about half
depends,
your
'cause
bodies.
I used to dance, so
Okay,
either
yeah, but if
I was always around guys with like money.
Okay, but there's no way.
There's a difference between relationships and fucking too.
Yeah, but what
I'm
I'm
talking about dating.
You're trying to prove to me that every guy you fucked was on the same level, and
No, definitely not.
Okay,
From when I was younger, till the last 5 years, it's range.
Okay.
Some people I had chemistry with, maybe I saw potential in them, and that was not what I should have done. And that, it was a great relationship, but it didn't work out the way I wanted. But then I was like, you know what? Like, these are my boundaries now.
Yeah.
After having bad experiences.
Okay, and the reason why I say that it's a loss for women to have a high body count is because your standards have to drop. You're not fucking 45 millionaires. Does that make sense? If you sit here and tell me you fucked 45 millionaires, then your shit must be really good.
I'm 45 millionaires. I'm saying the guys that I date are established.
Jose Mailspin
I'm not saying
donated
they're
$10.
millionaires. I'm not saying
How
they're
come when a
millionaires,
girl cheats, it's the guy's fault, but when a guy cheats, he is a piece of shit?
Okay, that's a good question. We'll get to that in a second. So, do you understand what I'm saying, though? The reason why I say it's a loss for women to have a high body count is because you're not having sex with 45 millionaires. It means somewhere along the line, your standards drop to where you just saw a guy at the club, you thought he was cute, and you fucked him. You know nothing about him. Your standards have to drop in order for you to have a high body count.
When you're 17, I'm not dating the same guys I am at like when I'm in my 30s.
But that just proves my point is that having a high body count.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, but I don't
got
care.
into
I
the
don't
same-
care about what your experience was. What I'm saying is, in order for a woman to have a high body count, it means that you fucked a shit ton of losers. So how is that a win for you guys? You gave away your most precious resource to a fucking loser.
Again, it's circumstantial. You can't hold everybody.
But
to
you're
that
also
same...
the minority of the minority. Like your situation
that's
is
fine,
but in general, when you have women come on here and say that having sex with guys and having a high body count is not a loss, ladies, I'm essentially telling you guys to value yourselves, and you guys are fighting me as if I'm telling you to fucking drink a poison.
No,
Bro,
I mean
I
it's not
value
that.
myself.
I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying
How can
that-
you value yourself when you have 45 bodies?
I do value myself. Having sexual experience doesn't mean I think of myself as a piece of shit on the street. Like, I have some sexual history. Like, that doesn't mean I think low of myself.
You have 45 bodies.
100%, yeah.
But you're always gonna think
What's
it's
your
different
point?
for you.
What's your point?
How do you
Like,
value yourself?
You can't just hop in there like like the dude from Mortal Kombat and then hop out. What are you trying to say?
How do you value yourself?
Speak into the mic so I can hear you, please.
How do you value yourself? Like, let me hear your
Okay,
take on
so
that.
she has 45 bodies and I have 45 bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're around the same age, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but all she has to do is go up to a guy and say, I want to fuck you. And she'll have sex like this. In order for me to get 45 bodies, I have to have something of value for myself. Women are born with their value. She was born with her value. Her value is pussy. And this is why when you get to a certain age, 35, 40, your pussy's no good no more. Right? But women, you can literally go out here and just have sex tonight with a guy. It doesn't even matter if you know him or not. I can't do that.
I think in this day and age, a lot of men can do that.
Bro, there you go with the fucking retardedness, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way you chase every girl you
okay,
fuck.
so
Like,
you're
some of them had to
so
be
me and you
easy.
okay.
That's what I'm saying.
No. Yo, listen. Hold on.
Buy him a drink.
Yo, listen. Yo, ladies.
One mic,
There's
ladies,
a lot of easy women today, yes. But overwhelmingly, you can never sit here and fucking argue with men. Say that I can get sex as easy as you, or you. All of you ladies could go leave this studio tonight with me. Matter of fact, we'll go to the fucking first 5 people, and I'll go up to the first 5 women and say, I want to have sex with you, and see if I don't get the fucking police called on me.
But also women don't just walk up to some dude and be like, hey, I want to have sex with you.
But you're missing the point. You could go up to 5 guys and tell them that you find them attractive, and they will fuck you right now tonight.
So why are you hating?
I'm not
You
hating.
can say you find a girl attractive.
Ladies. Yo, ladies. What I'm saying is that I'm not hating the fucking game. What she asked me a question, and this is fucking irritating, bro. Because she asked me a question and I'm just answering it. She's telling me, well, what makes a difference? Why are you different than her? We're the same age, we have the same body, but our value is different to society, and that's what makes us different. That's the point that I'm trying to make to you.
I think value should be placed on other things rather than
I think that
how many dicks you had, how much pussy you had. I think it should be placed on something else.
And I think that we should get free healthcare, but that's not going to happen.
She values herself. She has other things about herself that.
Into the mic, bro. Why are you speaking out here?
Okay, relax.
She values herself. Go ahead.
Okay, she has other things that she puts value on that she tells herself.
You're moving the goalposts. You're moving. I get it. I'm not saying that she's not valuable as a person. She still has value as an individual. What I'm saying is her value and mine are different. Move this shit, bro. So they stop reading this shit, bro. What I'm saying is your value is different than me. You can leave the studio right now, have sex with the first 10 guys you see. I cannot do that the same thing with women. I can't. And so when you're sitting here asking me how is it different, well, it's very different. I have to work hard for my shit. Everything I earned in life, I have to work. She literally
just sounds intimidative.
I'm not intimidated. You literally just sat here and said that you could go up to your boyfriend and say, I want $1,000, and he'll give it to you. I can't go up to any girl at all and say, I want $1,000 and get it.
I don't think every one of those girls you worked out for. I think a few of them, at least a few of them, had to be easy. A few of them were drunk. A few of them look back and fuck, can't believe I had sex with them.
They all wanted to have sex multiple times.
I'm just telling you from a girl's perspective. Like, ugh, I can't believe I fucked him.
Let's be honest, under 25, you have your drunk nights. I was going to rave.
Ladies, you're moving. Ladies, everything you're saying is true. What I'm saying is it's not the same. I'm not arguing against the semantics. Like, it's cool. I agree with you on that. But you can't sit here and say that it's the same thing. You having 45 bodies and me having 45 bodies is 2 different things. Shout out to the super chatters real quick, man. And then after the super chat,
follow the better looking / richer guys who do get girls. However, that's the minority. Most guys are average / below average and don't get girls. This is reality.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Dr. Kish, man. Real quick, you know what? We'll play the rating game now. Okay. Everybody here is honest. Raise your hand if you're an honest person here. Everybody's an honest person here. Okay, everybody's honest. Perfect. So we're gonna play a game, ladies. It's a rating game. We're gonna rate everybody at the table. Okay, from 1 to 10. Okay, everybody said you're an honest person. So from 1 to 10, 10 means you're a supermodel, 1 means you're ugly, 5 means you're an average looking person. Okay, we're only rating each other off physical appearance, the way that we look. Does anyone here know what that means? Or does anyone here not know what that means? Anyone? Cool, we're on the same page. Okay, so we're gonna start off with you right here, and you're gonna rate her, all the ladies only. We're gonna rate the men last. You're gonna rate the ladies from 1 to 10, moving on, starting from her, please. Into the mic.
Why are you starting with me?
Please speak into the mic. 1 to 10. What is she right here?
I'd give her 8.
She's an 8. Okay, what is she right here?
Come on, yo. This is all like, well, I gotta rate everybody.
We're all rating each other. So what is she? 1 to 10.
8.
Okay, what is she right here?
8.
Are you gonna give everybody 8s?
What is she right here?
8, yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. So everybody looks the
Nobody's
same to you.
perfect, but like everybody's attractive in their
so
own way.
So you're playing it safe right now. You're not gonna rate anyone low, but you're not gonna rate anyone high.
Honestly, I think everybody's like
So
She's
everyone's an
attractive
8.
in her own way. Yeah.
Everyone's
like,
an 8.
So,
Okay.
And
And
me
5.
being a guy, if I would be attracted to like them, like I
Okay.
would, there's nobody here I wouldn't have sex
We're not
with.
rating
if I
the
was a
guys.
guy.
Oh, okay.
You are.
I just said, if you pay attention, I said we're gonna rate the guys as well, but we're gonna rate them last.
Mhm.
We're rating the ladies first. So you're rating everyone on the table an 8, correct?
I would say between like a 7 and.
Why do you have to
7,
make
8.
this fucking difficult, man? We're just rating each other
Okay.
from 1 to 10. What is she right here?
You know what?
What's
Goodbye.
a head nod?
She's an 8. What is she right here?
Hey,
She's an 8.
yes.
She's an 8.
Everybody's attractive.
Oh,
And
what
you
would you
put
rate?
some makeup
Okay,
on
what-
too? Like
What would you rate yourself?
everybody's very
Okay, come
gorgeous.
move into the fucking mic, please. What would you rate yourself from 1 to 10?
I'm an 8.
You're an 8. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Now, short and concise, please, without all the extra shit. What is she? 1 to 10.
Let me just say, everyone's beautiful here. I'm gonna give her a 9.
Okay.
9.
Into the mic, ladies.
9.
You all suck dick. Speak into the mic. So she's a 9. What is she right here?
9.
Okay. What is she right here?
9.
What is she?
9.
What is she?
9.
And what do you rate yourself?
9.
Okay. So everyone here looks the same, correct?
I think everyone's.
Let me
beautiful.
be the first to say that some of you guys are way more attractive than the others. So the fact that you're rating each other the same is actually disrespectful to your own self.
I mean,
I'll be
everyone
honest,
looks
everybody's
different.
attractive here.
Oh, that's fine. I
Especially
didn't dispute that.
Okay.
But not everybody looks the same here, and that's what you're. Everyone raised their hand and said they were honest, and yet you're all lying so far.
No, I think everyone here is like, you guys picked a good group of girls. I feel like everyone here looks so different, and they're beautiful in their own different ways.
But
nobody's like a 2.
Majority of women are 5s because that's the
I want to
average.
keep
I'm
going.
gonna I'm
Come
gonna
on.
go. I'm gonna go.
I'm
Short and
ready.
concise,
I'm
please.
ready.
They're gonna
Rate her from 1 to 10.
5,
Okay.
5, 7, 7, 8, 5, 5,
What would you rate yourself?
6.
6. Okay, chat. Let me know if you guys agree with the ladies and the ratings. You guys can also rate the ladies, man. Go ahead and super chat that in. Jules, make it short and concise, please. What would you rate her? 1 to 10.
Let's go 4, 5, 6, 6. I'll do 6, 5, 5.
What would you rate yourself?
I'm a 7.
You're a 7. Okay, starting from her, please. What would you rate her from 1 to 10?
You're gonna hate my answer.
Into the mic, please.
I really do think everyone's a 10, like even the guys. I know you guys are gonna hate my answer.
Somebody
like
in the chat called that shit off. They're like, yo, one person is gonna say they're all 10.
I really think I don't have a standard, and you can ask people that have known me forever. Like I really don't have a
Okay,
standard.
so
You
let
can
me
look
ask you
any type of
something.
way.
Uh,
I don't care.
Is she beautiful?
Yes, of course she's
Okay.
beautiful.
Is she equally as beautiful as her? Are
They don't look the same, so how could they?
Oh,
be
no, but
equally
as far as beauty, the standard, like
my
like,
honest opinion is yes.
so they
like truly.
equally as beautiful. Okay, and you said we're all 10s too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are we equally as beautiful here? Me and her?
What do you mean equally? Like
Are
yeah, I
like
think
is
you're-
our beauty level the same?
yeah.
Our attractive level the same?
Yes.
Amazing.
I think we're all
Maybe
made the
we
way
should
we're
all
made.
take-
Like there's no
everybody should take their
standard.
makeup
wanna
off.
keep going.
Let's make
Okay,
it real fair.
all right. We're gonna
Everybody
keep we're
for the
gonna
baby
we're gonna
fight.
keep going. Listen,
Like, come on.
okay. I want you to start off with her, and you rated yourself a 10 as well, right?
Yeah, I would rate myself a 10.
Awesome.
So everyone here is perfect. Word.
Real quick, I want you to rate her. Moving on down, please. What is she? 1 to 10.
Definitions of perfect.
A 8,
Okay.
7, 7, 9, 9, a 8, a 9 too,
What would you rate yourself?
a 7.
Okay, I thought you were gonna be honest for a second. I'm not gonna lie. God damn it. Okay, shout out to you. Starting with her, 1 to 10.
6, 6, 5, 10. I love her. 7, 7, 5.
Okay, what
And
would
I
you
give
rate
myself
yourself?
a 4.
You give yourself a 4.
You went down, Liz. Why'd you give yourself a 4?
I know I'm a 4.
At least
Oh.
shout out to you, man, for being honest.
We fuck with honesty.
I fuck with the honesty.
I know I'm a
Okay,
4.
all
like-
jokes aside, rate her from 1 to 10, please.
Honest, just beauty skills that I look at. I think she's about a 6, a 6, a 5, an 8, a 7, a 7, a 6,
What would
and
you rate
me
yourself?
personally, I feel like a 5.
Okay, wow. You two ladies were pretty honest with yourself. Shout out to you guys. about yourselves.
Well, why?
anyways.
Yeah, why were you honest with the rest
Yeah,
of
why
the
weren't you
panel?
honest with the other ladies?
I
You don't want to judge
You-
them.
you-
You don't want to hurt
no,
their
I
feelings.
mean, I think that there are really beautiful qualities of, I really like her bone structure. I think she's beautiful. She has like a very desired bone structure. She has more of like an ethnic, more beautiful pouty look that people like, the big, big puppy dog
Like the
eye
chubby
type
look?
things,
Okay.
and then, Jules, she's like the average, everybody would like want her type.
Okay.
Like she's got perfect eyes,
Okay, all right,
lips,
okay.
cheeks,
Go ahead
shit
on.
like that. So.
Okay. All right.
What?
But why could okay?
Honesty.
But God damn it, bro. Oh, ladies, when we rate each other off physical appearance, it doesn't mean that you're not smart. It doesn't mean that you don't have a good personality.
Right, absolutely.
Because those things could make you a higher rating, right? In
Right.
general. But the thing is that women seem to come on here and think that if we rate each other honestly based off attractiveness, that like we're saying that you're a piece of shit. A person can be semi-attractive or average attractive and be a fucking 8 if they have the best personality and mindset, in my opinion.
I mean, but the only one I really gave
So
like
why
a
can't we-
high rating was Jules.
Okay, so
I mean, everybody
so
else was
why
pretty
can't we be
in
honest?
the
Why,
average.
so why can't we be honest if we know the details, if we know the truth? Why can't we be honest?
I think it depends for me. Like if I look at you and I see like, whoa, like that person's like obviously ugly, then okay, I'll notice it. But I don't.
Okay, wait. Okay,
look
how
at
about this?
people and think, like,
Which one on the table, including the guys, is the ugliest person on the table to you?
I'll volunteer.
Got her ass.
I
not
volunteer.
you.
Got him.
I volunteer
Girls
as
and
tribute.
guys together.
Yes. Hold on. Let her pick. Let her pick. You can pick between the guys and the girls. No one would take offense. Which one of us is the ugliest?
I'll say her. So give me a little rating. No, not Jules.
Her right here.
Me.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but she's not even ugly. It's like.
You just said
I mean,
she
not
was
even.
ugly.
I haven't said not even ugly.
Like
Sorry.
least
Okay.
attractive, I guess.
Yeah, like.
Ladies,
My
I find that, and listen. Yes.
So it's a guy's turn.
No, listen. We're about to rate the guys right now. Now, here's what I'll say. God bless your souls. I understand you don't want to hurt each other's feelings, but you can't sit here and say I'm an honest person and then completely lie to everybody.
Never lie.
Right?
It's not,
lie,
not everybody
because
I
has the
didn't
same
lie.
standards.
Beauty is
of
beauty is in the eye of the
That's what I'm
beholder.
saying,
Like
like-
she has red hair, like you know
Okay.
that's attractive. You know what I mean? She has like bright eyes.
Not
Like
a lot of
there's
people have
attractive
red hair.
things.
That's fair. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well,
it's
to be
kinda hard
fair,
to be like who's hot. Like,
okay. So to be fair, you're saying beauty's in the eye of the beholder, correct?
yeah. somebody
Okay,
might
cool.
think
Well,
So-
you
I'm
did
hideous.
ask our opinion.
And that's fine.
That
Now,
is true.
I want you ladies to rate the guys. Okay, we're
Okay.
gonna start off with you since you beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and I want you to rate him,
From 1 to
myself,
10.
and then him. So from 1 to 10, what would you rate him?
Oh, Curtis doesn't get in this one.
No, just him right here. Go.
Okay.
Whoa.
Shout out to Curtis.
Yeah.
Curtis is winning. He ain't even doing shit. Okay, what about you? What would you rate him?
I would
You
say
had a boy.
7.
So he's a 7.
Yeah.
Okay, what about me?
7.
7. What about him?
8.
Okay, what about you? Rate him, myself, and then Basil. Go.
Okay, you're like an
But
8.
he got glass. See what's
You're like
going
an
on.
8.
Okay, what am I?
You're like a 6.5,
Okay.
7-ish.
What about him?
Can you look at me real quick? You too?
You gotta take the glasses off.
I'm not taking glasses.
You're not taking them off?
You can take points off if you want, but
4.
So he's a 4. Okay, what about you?
5, 6, 6.
Okay, go ahead. Rate him, myself, and then him. Go.
10.
10, 10, 10.
Yeah.
All right.
cap, it's cap, bro.
It's not
I'm not a 10. That doesn't, bro.
Okay.
It's not
I
logic.
don't see anything wrong with you.
Take
though.
them
Like,
glasses
I don't
off.
know, I'm sorry.
Okay, real quick. Rate him, myself, and then Basil. Go.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to say 0 to all of you guys.
0 to all of us. Okay, cool. You got a man or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
Okay, gotcha. That's
Okay,
respectful.
okay.
Hey, I like that
Respect, yeah.
What about you? Go.
5, 7, 8.
Yo, she
5,
keeps switching
7,
her
8.
shit up every fucking time.
Okay.
That's the same.
And she's seen with me without my glasses a couple times.
Okay. Shout out to
And
you.
you still a 4 or 5 every time.
Okay.
No offense. I love you. I do, Basil. I love you.
Yo,
Goodbye.
why are you getting hurt over that though?
No, I'm not hurt.
Why you
I'm
getting
not
hurt
you
over
rate
that?
me a 4 every time too. It's okay, homie. I got love for you too. Like, it's fine.
I'm not even gonna do
No,
it.
no.
She gave you
I want to know why you're taking offense to that.
No, I didn't take offense to it.
We can't get mad when the girls are being honest because
No,
then
no,
they
no,
don't,
no.
they
I
want to be
said
honest.
I didn't say anything about my rating. I said she changes her rating every time.
Okay. Well, Jules is back to laughing, so I know the chat's going off. Chat, let me know if you guys agree with the ratings. And shout out to the ladies for being good sports about this. Okay, cool. So you can rate us as well. Start with him and then myself and then him.
King 8,
Okay.
Eric 6.
Okay.
And 7.
6 and 7. Okay, cool. Shout out to the ladies. Thank you for playing that game. I noticed that when it comes to the guys, you guys are a little bit more honest, right? So beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? The only person that stood the same was her. But it's crazy because it just goes. The reason why we play this game is because we ask you guys at the beginning if you're honest. Everybody says yes. But when it comes to being honest with each other, ladies are always lying to each other. Whether you like to believe it or not, ladies, you guys have to keep each other accountable. It would be really gay for the guys to rate each other. But if I absolutely had to, I would be brutally. Hold on, shut up. If I had to rate the guys, listen, bro, shut up. I literally just said it would be gay as shit. We're not gonna do it, dummy. I'm just saying, like, if I had to, like, if I was getting $1 million, bro, I'd be brutally fucking honest. Like, I'd be like, this is what's wrong with you. Like, I you know what I'm saying? Like,
Eric, you rate the girls.
We're all gonna rate the girls.
Awesome.
Okay, so starting with, I want you to start. Starting with her, all the way down to her. Go.
6. 6. 6.
Okay.
8. 5. 5. 5.
Okay. Let's see if Basil's gonna be a little bit more honest than you.
I was about to say, I think that pretty much matches with what we said.
I want to see. I want to see if Basil's gonna be honest. Start off with her.
6, 4, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you a 4. I'm gonna give you a. If you were skinnier, I'd give you a 5, but I'm gonna give you a 4.
What does that mean if I was skinnier? I'm fat.
You're not skinny.
Oh Lord! Can we just?
He never called you
going,
fat.
Just keep going.
Just
He never called
Okay,
you fat.
you're not fat. You're not skinny. Like, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Come on, guys.
For his interest,
Bro,
you
like,
just have too much meat on your bones. It's okay, girl. It's okay.
Everybody's
Unless
got a
you want
type,
him to like
boots.
you.
Why are y'all entertaining this? Why are we making this in a situation?
Why are we talking about weight? Like,
Bro,
He
that's
didn't say-
beauty. That's beauty. He didn't even say
beauty.
Bro, he said if you
He
were
didn't say-
skinnier.
We're just talking about
Come on,
physical attraction.
bro.
We're talking about physical attraction. You're not.
You're not skinny. Now can we go? Let's go.
Come on.
Yo, Basil, you're
my
wrong
God.
for that, bro.
Oh my god.
I mean, I appreciate the honesty though. Okay, cool. 4. I'll give you a 5. I'll give you a 5. Give you a 5, and I'll give you a 4. So, chat. Let me know if you guys agree with us.
Y'all bugging.
Hold on. You gave her a 5 and you gave her a 4.
Y'all ratings are weird, bro.
Yeah.
What's
I
your
give
name
it a 4.
again? My bad.
Well, you gave everybody a 7 and an 8.
Nah.
No. What's your name again?
No.
Des.
Yeah.
So you gave.
Yeah. Well, hold on. There's a reason why. Do me a favor. Take off your headset real quick. Take off your headset. Shout out to Jakeem for not being here. Stand up real quick. Give us a quick little spin.
Oh God.
Right. You don't have to go anywhere. Just right there where you're at. I'll show you why.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and sit down. Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you
God,
very
we're
much.
Really doing this.
Okay. Do me a favor. Take off your headset real quick. And she's gonna have to come in frame a little bit, bro. You gotta move the angle, bro, so they can see her. And she's hopefully she can hopefully she doesn't go out of frame right there. Just stand up for me real quick. And then damn, this is where Jakeem comes into play, bro. Do me a favor. Come right here. And then just give me come a little bit more to the center.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Is that
No.
switch to another angle, bro? Switch to this angle right here. No.
Just go behind her. Just go behind her.
Come
And
right there.
God damn
Nah,
it.
just move your chair out the way and stand where your
No,
chair
bro,
is.
because
Here, just
I
come over here.
want them to see her, bro.
Here, just come over here.
I'm in the
Come
forward.
stand right here.
Oh, Jesus
Stand
Christ.
right here and then do a little spin for us, bro. This is where Jakeem comes into fucking play, bro.
Shout out to Jakeem for not being here.
Okay. Now, shout out to you. That's not natural, by the way, but go ahead, give us a spin.
Yeah, oh, she hit me with it too. Wow.
Okay, cool.
It felt really good.
Okay.
That felt.
You can sit down now. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Do you understand why? You agree? You disagree?
Beauty wise, I wouldn't have gave her a 4 and gave her a 5.
What would you have given her?
I gave her a 6.
Okay.
And gave me a 4.
Y'all are bugging, bro.
This
First of
depends
all,
what you
she's
like.
not a 5. How do y'all giving her a 5?
I know.
Well, no. What did you give her?
I gave her like a 7.
Because he's shooting
6
a
or
shot.
7. No,
Yeah,
I'm not
come on,
shooting my
you
shot.
are, bro.
Shooting
That's
your
not,
shot.
bro. That's
Hey, yo,
not
chat.
realistic.
Hey, yo,
Bro, that's
chat.
not realistic, bro.
You're
That's not
shooting your
realistic.
shot.
Curtis, do zoom in, please.
That's not realistic.
On
Can you do
them.
me a favor?
Yo, she is not a
No,
5.
she's really pretty.
You're
I was
bugging.
shocked when y'all
Okay,
called her a
hold on,
5.
bro.
I was
Hold on.
shocked.
No one
This
said,
really depends on
bro.
personal preference.
No, hold on.
That's
No
what I'm
one's saying that
saying.
she's ugly.
Like,
Hold on, hold on. This is what's wrong with society. If you,
personal
yo,
preference.
hold on. Speaking to the mic if you're gonna talk. Here and scoot in, please, so we can get
I
you
said
in
this
frame.
all really depends on your personal preference.
Okay.
Some people like small boobs. Some people like big boob. Some people like big
And
butts.
that's
Some
fine.
people like small. Some people like brunettes. Some people like small. I can't. I'm not living my life on what you like. I do what I like.
I need you to scoot in a little bit more, please, so you can be in frame. Like move closer to her.
I look how I want to look. I'm not dependent
She's
on
not a
him.
5.
Like,
Hold on.
it's
Here's a
different.
problem.
I don't care what nobody
Listen,
thinks.
here's the problem with society, right? If you don't get a 10, you're automatically you're all of a sudden ugly for some reason. And that's late, whether you like to admit it or not. If you don't get rated a 10, most women, maybe not you ladies, but most women will sit here and think I must be ugly then, or he thinks I'm ugly. That's not necessarily true. I don't really know any woman. I don't know any woman out there that's a 10. I wouldn't rate any woman a 10. So by me saying that should tell you that I don't consider anyone a 10. My girlfriend, I didn't even rate her a fucking 10. She could tell you. When I met her, I was honest with her, and I rated her a 7. Remember, this was off physical appearance only, and she was like, "So I'm a 7?" Like, bro, yes, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think you're a 7 now. Personality, mindset, okay, cool. You can go up a little bit. You know what I mean? But the problem is in society, if we don't get rated high, we're supposed something's wrong with us now. And I understand you're trying to shoot your shot here. I respect it. You're going to Brazil.
Hey,
You know what I mean? I get it.
Sure.
But I'm just, and I'm not saying you're ugly, by the way.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying she's above average. That's what I'm saying. She's definitely not a
So
5.
6.
5 is average.
But some
six.
people
Are
would
we-
look at her and be like, "That's average, though."
All right, well, we can agree to
Hey,
disagree.
look,
That's not
hey,
average.
but guess what?
How
Guess
can-
what? The
how
chat
can you
agreed with
judge?
me because they know I'm always honest.
The chat agreed that she's a
y'all little
5?
walkies. Y'all
What did you
little
rate
walkies.
her?
I gave her a 5.
You bugging, chat.
I rated her a
No,
5.
the chat actually says she's a 6, a 7.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Chat,
yeah, yeah.
chat. Thank you, chat. I appreciate y'all.
That is true. That is like what you're into. You're gonna rate someone like dependent on that. Like me, like for instance, I like facial hair. I do.
Okay.
So men with facial hair, nice facial hair, a certain type of facial hair, I'm gonna give a higher rating to. Just
Okay.
because I prefer that's my preference.
Okay.
Or if you're short, I like taller guys. I'm gonna give you a high. What was that for? And then like earlier how you said like, okay, if you were skinnier, you know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe you like girls who are really thin. I'm not really thin. I'm not fat.
I didn't say that.
No one said you're fat, Helen.
Okay, but I'm just saying that like, okay, that's your preference. You like really thin girls.
See, you came kind of late, so you weren't able to see my girlfriend. My girlfriend is not thin. She's not fat either. Like my girlfriend's all natural, which is that's what I like. I like natural women that just look bomb. You feel me?
Right.
I don't like skinny bitches, and I don't like super fat bitches. Like I'm just gonna say fat. I don't call it curvy.
Yeah, sometimes
I don't call it
people love
curvy.
big girls. Like,
Why are you laughing?
people like that.
It's just funny.
No, because
I don't like fat
there's
bitches.
curvy and then there's fat.
Some people.
No.
love it.
Curvy,
BBW.
curvy is fat. Is just a nice way to say you're fat.
Girls be saying
Drake,
big
I
bones.
like my women. BBW.
Drake panders to women.
Yeah, Drake knew what he was doing when he did that.
Drake
He
literally,
like thick- he like
listen,
thick
Drake
girls.
literally has an interview before he blew up where they asked him, "How do you plan on becoming successful?" And he says, "I'm gonna target the women."
But look at all his girls.
Hold on, let me finish. He says, "I'm gonna target the women because if I target the women, I can get to the men." He said, "I know that if I can target the women, I can get to the men." So he makes songs about girls that are very catchy, and all the girls are singing it. So guess what? All the guys are gonna do? They're gonna sing that shit too, right? So that's how you get to the fucking. That's how you take over the fucking game. You get to the women,
Wait.
bro.
Give me
Drake
an
isn't
example.
Serena
of a
and her
celebrity.
baby mom.
Drake isn't
Serena's
a pioneer.
thick as hell.
If you drive around Miami, look at the billboards. Who are they promoting to? Women. They're not promoting to men. They're promoting to women because you guys spend all the fucking money.
Can you give me an example? Give me 2 celebrities and tell me which one would you consider curvy and the other, which one would you consider fat?
Lizzo is fat,
Okay, yeah, she is.
and then
I don't think there's no curvy.
yeah, I would.
Like this whole generation is putting curvy out there just to give you guys an
Megan-
excuse to
Megan
not
Thee
go to the
Stallion.
gym.
You go to-
Okay,
There's no curvy.
I'm gonna be
You
honest
go to
with you.
Booby Trap. There's curvy.
Okay,
That's-
that's
that's
true.
curvy.
That's true.
Is it curvy, or is it they have curves but they still have fat? Because I have a nice hourglass figure, but I still have a fat belly. Like
They suck the
I'm
fat
not
out and put
skinny
in
at
them.
all.
You're just average. Look,
Okay.
the curvy was made for the girls that have not natural bodies.
No, they're
No.
thick.
Give
they're
me
thick
give me an
girls.
example.
Like,
Give me an
you're from-
example.
Who's from
Okay,
Florida? She's from
Kylie
hold
Jenner.
on. Do me a favor. Take off your headset. Stand up real quick. Right there where you're at. You don't even have to go anywhere. Just take off your headset. Stand up for me real quick. Can you move a little bit, bro? Okay. Okay. Now do me a favor. Spin for me. Okay, cool. You can sit down. Okay. And you can move in and you can move back into the frame, please. Okay, cool. So would you say she's fat, curvy, or skinny?
I wouldn't call her fat. I
Okay.
would say she's curvy.
She's
She's not fat.
Okay, let me ask you a
She's
question.
really
There's no,
not
it's not
fat,
fat or skinny.
though.
Are those natural?
Yes.
They're natural. Okay, cool. So she's curvy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
What
not fat.
about you? Is she skinny, fat, or curvy?
Curvy.
Curvy. Okay. I don't think she's curvy. I just think I actually think she has a good figure, if I'm being honest.
But she's not skinny though.
Yeah.
I
she's
did-
extremely-
But just because
hold
you're
on.
not skinny does
Hold
not
on.
mean it's not a bad thing.
But I wouldn't say Jules is skinny either. Like I wouldn't say she's skinny. I'm like she's skinny.
She's skinny.
This is skinny.
Then
Yeah, thin.
Jules isn't bigger.
Bro, Jules is all natural. Stop playing. I'm not gonna make her get up because but you see it. Come on, bro. Stop
I
playing.
was just trying to get an understanding of curvy
That's
and like
athletic.
fat because you said curvy's fat and I don't.
Okay,
I don't agree with that.
what do you think you are? Do you say you're curvy or skinny? You think you're
I
skinny?
think I'm slim thick.
Slim thick.
Slim
My
thick.
thighs are hella
Okay.
skinny.
I think I'm smart dumb.
Oh,
Like
Lord.
that's how stupid that sounds to me.
Skinny
Lord.
with curves.
You can't
Jesus
use
fucking
two words that are
Christ. Oh my
opposite.
god.
You
Skinny with curves. That's
Okay.
what it means.
Okay,
Can
but
you
I'm-
hear me? Is this
I
is
can
working?
hear you perfectly. Yeah.
Good.
Well, what I'm saying is when you say slim thick,
Put the
those are two different things, right? Fix her mic for
Yeah.
her, bro.
Sorry.
That's like me saying I'm smart dumb. Like those are two opposites.
No, like you're slim, but you still have curves.
Okay, but slim. God damn it, bro.
Dude, I think people made up the word of
What?
being curvy and doing all that because to make you guys feel better about actually
100%.
not taking care of your body. You're either fit or you're either skinny because you naturally can't gain weight or you're fat. There's no in between.
There's
Y'all
curvy,
bugging.
not
There's
fat,
definitely
I
in
don't.
between.
skinny.
Yeah.
There's in
I don't agree with
between.
that.
Y'all
either.
bugging.
I don't agree with
between.
that.
There's
Like there are
yeah.
girls with fat
Okay,
asses and big
She's
titties and
athletic.
small stomachs.
Speak into the
and
mic.
there are girls with big titties and
Uh-huh.
big asses and they're slim in the waist. That's curvy. They're not fat. They're not overweight.
Okay, but cause like you have some big ass titties.
Yes.
but I still would say you're skinny. Like I mean I think you have a good figure. I wouldn't say you're skinny as her, but I wouldn't classify you as thick.
So what would you classify?
not
Because you
thick.
said Jules is not skinny. You wouldn't
I'm not
classify
thick.
Jules
I'm
as
not
I
skinny.
just think
admitting
I
to
just
I'm not
I,
So
think,
what
I
is
think
They're
she has.
very different.
I just think she.
Let him
Well,
answer
yeah,
it.
as far as boobs, but what I'm saying, like, I don't think she's fat.
Okay,
and
what
I don't
would you
think she's skinny.
classify
I
her
would
as?
just say she's in the middle.
I would say
So-
fit. I would
she's-
say fit.
you admit that it's not just skinny.
No,
or-
but that's what I'm saying. That she's not skinny.
So
she's
just
not
average.
fat.
He's
Like,
agreeing.
Average.
So average.
She's average.
Okay,
I said she's average.
Then would you say thick? So they're skinny,
I-
thick, and then fat.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't say slim thick.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'd say
'Cause
yes.
there's
Jules has a
thin-
fat ass.
There's
Okay, yeah.
thin that's like this, and there's thin that's like that. There's thin that girls who sell titties and ass with their.
Yo, why
they're thin.
why you speak like this, bro?
Oh, because like I'm.
Is it your
I'm not-
titties?
I'm
Is the
not
titties?
Trying, yeah, I'm trying to sit
Lord.
like
Oh
with
my
the good
God.
posture.
This
like-
guy.
Okay.
Mic up a little.
All right, cool. Any other super chats, man?
No, that's all.
Yo,
we
we
got.
got 111 of you guys
Hungry.
watching in here, man. Make sure you guys like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. What's up? You good? There's
sorry.
111. Oh, she's tripping over the fucking numbers, bro. Okay, cool. You have a question for the ladies?
I have actually a video we can react to real quick, ladies.
Okay.
You have it up, Curtis?
Yep.
All right, ladies. So there was a girl recently that got hit with a brick. I don't know if you guys saw this, and she went online. And basically, I'll give you guys context before we play it real quick, though. She got hit, and she's around all these guys, and she's basically going off on the guys. Just play it real quick, bro.
Man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me, he grabbed a rock, and he hit me in my face, and I would have given him my number.
Fair use, fair use.
And all y'all just watch.
Fair use. Fair use.
Y'all see that?
All right, pause it real quick.
Y'all see
All right, so basically, she got hit with a brick. She says it because some guy didn't give her
Give her
numbers to
number.
some guy. So, and basically she goes, "Oh, all these black guys are standing around." I want to know what the ladies think of just what you saw so far. If you didn't give your number to a guy and he hit you with a brick, would you expect a bunch of guys around you to step in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's more to the
hope
story.
A good
Beat the fuck
citizen
out
would
of
jump
him.
in.
I think
Yeah,
there's
Let's go
more
one
to
by
the
one by one
story.
with it. What do you think?
Yeah, I would hope like
Yo,
good
fix the
citizen-
mic. Fix the mic towards your mouth,
Hello?
bro.
Oh
Yeah.
no, just push it like
I
this.
would-
Push it towards your mouth. Like push
I
it
would
down.
hope a good citizen would jump in and try to help me. Definitely.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. What about you?
I would hope so too.
Speaking
That a
of
man
mine.
would jump. That a man would jump in and be like, you know what the fuck, guy? Like,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Okay. What about you?
I would hope another guy would jump in and hit him back in the face with a brick.
Okay, that's fair. What about you?
Yeah, 100%. I expect it.
Okay. What about you?
Agree.
What about you?
I definitely think they should step in.
Okay. What about you?
I need the rest of the story. I can't say you should step in because she like you guys got to understand. She's like she's kind of
flaunting it
giving
out there,
off
like-
she's kind of giving off the ghetto girl vibe. So I really think she said some smart ass, slick ass shit
Can I
to this
add?
dude, and he was like, "Oh, bitch, that's how you feel," and then he chunked the brick.
So
So
that,
I'm
that
like,
gives him the
"Well,
right.
you're
That
gonna
gives him
open
the
your
right to
mouth."
hit her with a brick.
Exactly.
That
That
gives him the
still
right.
does not right.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying you can't expect to play with fire and not get burned. Like if you're
Okay.
gonna act some type of way,
That's
Okay.
a literal
things
crime.
will
Can I
happen.
add there
That's a
was a
crime.
video
I'm
of
not saying it's
her-
right.
Hold on.
I
Hold on.
never agreed.
There was a
with
video
it.
of her that same night. I'm pretty sure that she like went up to some dude and smacked them. Like,
Okay.
All right. So yeah.
They
So
So
we're gonna.
there are things like I'm not saying it's
Hold
right.
on.
Karma.
Right. So hold on, ladies. Let's add a little bit of context. So she was going around. She was slapping guys in the face, and
Exactly.
y'all think this is hilarious, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she
But-
deserved it.
Because why
So-
were you doing that?
Right. And so I
Let him
guess
talk, let him
maybe
talk.
this guy, maybe she slapped in the face, maybe she didn't. But the more important thing is, ladies, is that there are a bunch of guys standing around and she's blaming them for not doing anything. And so she doesn't know if these guys have families, this guy has a gun. If they jump in and just start beating him up, he's crazy enough to hit her with a brick. They might have kids at home. I mean, did you ladies ever think like maybe not even just she did something wrong, but maybe they have something that they need to protect? Or should he just jump in and just no holds barred, just start beating
I'll
them?
be
No,
honest.
I
If I was the victim, yeah, I want somebody to jump in, but not knowing her or the circumstances, like I'm not jumping in nothing in the streets.
Okay,
You
so let's say
crazy?
she slapped a dude and he hit
I
her with a
could get
brick. Do
shot.
you think that the guy should jump in it? Now that you see that you know the context that she's actually hitting guys?
I think somebody should
No,
say, "Hey,
I
that's
think she
uncalled
needs to
for."
be-
Like even when they seen him pick up the brick, I feel like they should be like, "Hey, bro, like that's uncalled for. Don't do it."
Yeah.
Like they should give a voice. But do I think like, I mean, look,
She should have been arrested for slapping
Speaking
people.
of Mike.
Ladies, holy fucking shit. Move in, speaking to the mics. I don't want to have to say that again, man. Take your makeup off the table, man. We're not getting sponsored by them.
It's
I don't
just
give a
lip
fuck.
gloss.
Take it off.
Cool, whatever.
Okay, so you're saying that the same thing should happen?
I think if she was smacking guys at first, she's probably drunk and she needs to be arrested before she even got to that
Got to
part.
that
Like,
point.
cause she's wilding. Like, it's the streets. Like anybody can have a gun. You don't know what you could get stabbed. Like you go around putting your hands on people, you need
She
to be
clear-
arrested.
she clearly thought she was woman enough to do something like that. So like now you want somebody to save you?
Don't you think a man had the strength enough to actually stop a woman without hitting her with the brick?
Restrain her, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted.
Okay,
but
let's
that's
answer the
also
question.
on
Let's
him.
stay on fucking topic, man. Holy shit. Do you think that the guy should have still stopped that guy from slapping her with a brick? Yes or no?
Yes.
Even though she went around and smacked everybody.
That's a fucking brick, my guy. Like she slapped them. Is that right? No, but a brick, my guy. That's a little excessive, don't you think so?
I get you, my
coulda
guy.
killed her.
I get you. What about you?
Yeah, brick's a little excessive. Like maybe like restrain her, maybe slap her back, but like a brick is crazy.
So slap her back, but not with a brick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you?
What they should have done?
Do you think that knowing everything you know now, all the context, do you think that even though she went around and slapped every guy, the guy should have jumped in to help her, even though she literally just slapped all of them?
No, I would
You
stay
go
away
s-
from that whole conflict right there.
Okay, so do you,
Involved in that.
if that was you, would you expect the guys to still jump in and help you, even though you just slapped all of them?
If I slapped them, no.
Okay. What about you?
I think he could have still not hit her with a brick.
Okay.
He could have just reported her.
The facts are the facts, and that's cool. But would you still expect them to stand up for you?
Oh, no.
No. Okay. What about you?
No, if I was the one going around slapping people and then somebody hit me with a brick, I don't expect nobody to step in. I was asking for that shit.
Yes,
Okay.
precisely.
100%. What about you?
Agreed. Like
Okay.
completely agreed.
Not
Okay,
that
hold
it's
on.
okay,
Let me
and I
finish
don't
something.
think a man should ever raise his hand to a woman. I don't think a woman should ever raise her hand to a man either. But I do think that men do have a stronger willpower to not react in a violent way. Maybe.
All right, cool. Here's what I'll say about that, right? If a woman is going around slapping a man, you should expect retaliation. You can't, as a woman, sit here, slap men, and then expect nothing to happen to you.
Okay, but
Facts.
a brick.
Okay. And here's another thing is all of you guys, before you knew the context, jumped to her defense. It did not matter, except for you. Except for you. But in general, this is what happens in society. Something happens, right? Whether it be a domestic dispute between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or just in general, anything that happens with a woman, the woman can sit here and cry and post it on social media, and people automatically say, oh, they should have jumped to her defense. They should have protected her. They should have done this. This is what's expected of men. Those guys aren't real men. Real men would have stepped in. This is literally society for your ass, right?
Yeah.
Not knowing the fact that she literally went around just violating everybody, right? And I would say, personally, I have a daughter. I would tell my daughter, never put your hands on a man. Don't ever put your hands on a man, because I believe in equality. I believe in equality. I think women should be treated equally. You're no less than me. Are you less than me? 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 Are you less than me?
No.
Okay, so if I go and punch a guy in the face, he should punch me back, correct?
Yeah.
So if you guys aren't less than me, if you guys are equal to men, like you say you are, then if you guys go around slapping guys and punching guys, you should also get punched in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deserve
100 fucking percent. Why not? Why
I
not?
didn't say anything.
Yeah, but I see your face. Why not?
I feel like he could do more damage to a woman than a woman could to him. You get me? You know,
and that's fine.
And I feel like it should be like restrained. It should be like,
I
because
get
you
it.
can restrain a woman to hold her hands down so she can't fucking move, bro.
I get it 100%.
And like I feel like a little push, like a little like get out, like push her away from me. I feel like that's also cool too.
Okay.
But
I'm glad that before you say all this thing, you say I feel like.
It's my opinion. I feel like,
and that's great. But I'm saying I don't go up and punch dogs. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's right.
I don't punch lions.
I don't think it's right.
I'm gonna get bit. I'm gonna get fucked up.
If a man hits you, you should hit them back. If a woman hits another woman, a woman should hit them back. They're on the same playing field. They have about the same amount of strength towards one another. Like they're not gonna hurt each other as bad as like a man hitting her.
Here's my opinion. Since you want to give me yours, my opinion is if women want to be equal, then you should be equal at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another problem. If it would have reversed and she hit him with the brick, he slapped her, but she hit him with a brick, no one would give a fuck.
Nobody.
Because he's stronger than her, or now that brick, maybe her force with the brick isn't as strong, but he can still get brain damage. Like
I think the brick in any situation is wrong.
Well, to add the last part of the context is she actually started GoFundMe. She made like 40K already.
Why?
It's all a scam. Yeah, she's didn't tell anybody that she was hitting guys. She's already made 40K.
But isn't her face fucked up a little bit?
Hold on, let
yeah,
her
well,
finish.
she's been doing it for clout though. This isn't the first time she got caught doing something like this.
Now, let me ask you a question. If the guy had been hit in the face with a brick and he started an if he started a GoFundMe, how many donations would he have gotten?
Slim to none.
Why?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he got hit in the face too? Why wouldn't he get any donations?
Because even though she hit him with a brick, they would think that as a man he needs to suck it up.
Really? Okay. How equal are we in society, guys? We're so equal, right? And here's my problem is that all of you, at least at some point in your fucking life, had to have had a father. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, right? Some of you guys have brothers. Some of you guys have uncles. Some of you guys have sons. You guys have men all around you, and yet you don't give a fuck about any of them. And the whole purpose of this podcast is just to get your perspective as a woman and our perspective as men, and just to show you ladies that in society, you guys are actually very privileged. You guys have the luxury of not having to do much and still getting everything. I had a girl that came on here. She sat right here, and she argued with me about how men are superior to women in society and how we have everything going for ourselves, and women don't get shit, and they don't get paid as much as men, and they got the shorter end of the stick. And then this bitch left here and got on a yacht for free, by the way. And then went to the club after that to a VIP section for free, by the way, and got the bottles and the bottle service and the food for free, by the way. And she's telling me how oppressed women are because we're so oppressed. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and I hit her up. Yo, how was the yacht? How was the party? How was the VIP?
How was the yacht?
You know
Not
what I
mad
mean?
at her.
How's
Not
your
mad at
press
her.
night?
Shit.
And listen, cool.
Living her life.
But you can't sit here and then say we're equal. We're equal. We should be equal. We should be equal. Life is not the same for men and women.
It's a great time for y'all to be women, bro. Like
That
y'all
ass.
can pretty much, y'all. I gotta say it. They're fucking winning, man. A lot of these chicks are winning, bro. I see girls at Nobu. I see girls at different places. Young girls, 21.
Yeah, but those
you
girls
know,
are
whatever.
giving something up to be there.
No, you're right. You're right.
go
It's
eat?
what I.
No.
I mean,
Dinners is
some
not-
of them are, some of them aren't. But what I'm saying is just there's
Or
just
if
women.
you're
Women
not-
can do whatever they want now, man.
Okay, and then you said to eat. Okay, and if you're not doing that to eat, then you're in the end of the day being promiscuous in some type of way.
to go
You
eat
don't
on
have
go on
to.
a date.
The only type of man that will take.
Where are you
up-
going in Miami to go eat? You're dating guys who it's not a big deal to spend 200 at dinner.
Bro, I don't
It's not a
understand what
big
type of guys
deal.
you're dating, but the
No,
average
it's-
guy, $200
Maybe I'm-
is still
Oh.
$200 is still a lot to most people. I
I
get it,
understand that, but like making it seem like going to Nobu. Oh my god, I gotta have sex to go eat. Like,
Bro,
that's,
we
Bro,
go-
that's
we-
a lot
not
of
in
money,
Miami,
bro.
But Miami's. I'm telling you, I'm
No,
a New
no,
Yorker.
no,
Miami's a different place than most cities.
New
Most
York is
dates,
basically
you're
the
gonna
same.
go to expensive dates in Miami. This city is a lot different than most cities, but I don't feel like.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
what I'm
I
trying to
don't
say
think
is
that's
that
a
the
big
only
deal.
people that will be taken out that way, or the only girls that men will take out in that sense to eat or whatever, are the girls that are online being promiscuous and giving something up that doesn't have to be sex to be in that position.
No, these-
Because a good girl that
No.
doesn't put herself out there like
Guys
that,
are
it's
going
not
to
being,
feed themselves on a regular. They're going and spending money on themselves. So you think they're not going to take the girls that they're with just to go eat?
Wait,
They
hold
take
on.
their friends
you
that
can't
they're
you
not
can't be
even
that
having-
naive to tell me that
No,
you're
it's
going out on a
not,
date with a
bro.
guy without zero expectations.
Yes, when I first meet you, yes, you're gonna take.
No,
me to go eat.
no. What
I'm
fucking
not
weirdos
thinking-
are you
I'm-
dating, bro?
I'm not thinking about having sex with you on the first
Yo, no.
date.
I don't care what you're thinking about. If I'm taking you out to dinner, I'm thinking about that
You
shit.
could think about it.
Right.
You what are you gonna rape me?
No, what I'm saying.
No,
damn,
you
you,
gonna-
yo, you
Y'all
say
love
that.
those
You
words,
guys love-
bro.
okay.
I'm
Here-
sorry.
Here's what I'm saying.
You're, like
If
you're not
me-
gonna force me
hold
into
on.
anything.
I'm not
You're-
saying I would
know,
force you
there's-
into anything. What I'm saying is that you're giving an impression that you're going out to dinner with no expectations, right? You think you're just going out to dinner, but the guy is saying, I'm gonna take you out to dinner to see what you're like, to see what I can get from it.
It's called dating.
Bro, women are so fucking detached from reality. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's just fucking crazy. The fact that I can sit here and be like, I'm gonna go to dinner without expectations. Bro, if I was a woman, and I've said this multiple times, I would be the biggest slut anybody ever fucking knew. I would be a fucking slut. But I also wouldn't expect to get married. Like, I'd be a humble slut. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't see it the
But
same way.
I wouldn't
Maybe
sit
I'm-
here and go on dates with guys, have them spend $500, $600 on dinner, and think that they're not expecting anything on the back end.
I'm
That's like
sure
a girl
they
that gets
are, but
flown
I'm
out to a
trying
different
to get
state.
to know you, and they're trying to impress me. I'm not having sex in the first several
But you're
dates.
proving his point.
This is normal lifestyle
You're-
for them, so
you're-
it's not a big deal.
You're
for
proving
them.
his point that you live in a
I
ladies.
am. I'm totally agreeing with him. But like with her saying, "Oh, like you're giving some," come on,
No,
bro.
you ladies.
That's lightweight.
Listen,
That's light money.
maybe you're a high end dater or whatever it is.
I'm not entertaining
But
nobody that can't.
listen,
like, I'm a
but you.
mom,
But
like,
listen,
you
here's the
have
thing.
to
You're
have
also
something.
older, right?
Yeah.
And most girls when they're in their 21, 22, 23, they don't have the mentality
That's
you
a
have.
bigger deal, maybe,
So
yeah.
so when you're going out and a guy's spending 500, most girls feel like they're inclined to kind of give it up. They're like, yo, this guy just I had a girl literally tell me she went to a party with a dude and he wanted to have sex. And she was like, well, he wanted it so bad that I just gave it to him because I didn't want to get stuck there. I'm like, bitch, there's Uber, there's Lyft, your mom, your boyfriend, your brother. Like, there's so many other reasons. So women have given it up for less than that. Women have given guys sex for peer pressure. For peer pressure alone.
Here's the thing, man. Shout out to like Kevin Samuels. He had a show called Pussy Receipts. He was basically saying that a lot of women know that their rap sheet with that dude is building up. He done took me to Nobu,
Uh-huh.
took me to Sexy Fish. He done this, he done that. There's a point where I think a woman knows I probably should have gave him this pussy at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep going and see how long this pussy receipt goes.
Right.
And then when he tries to cash out on the receipt, I'm gonna just get the fuck out.
100%.
So a lot of you women, and I'm not saying you are obligated to give a dude sex, but you know inherently in the back of your mind, I've given this pussy away for less, and either I don't like this guy, I don't want to fuck him, or I'm finessing him, or I'm just gonna see how long I can ride this fucking train. But inherently, women know, and I'll tell y'all ladies this: I've never went out on a date with a girl that I did not want to fuck, not once. If I take you out on a date, I want to have sex with you.
Correct.
We all want to have sex with you.
You could go to McDonald's and still want to have sex.
Wait, hold on. Apparently, though,
guys always want to have sex.
Apparently,
that's what I'm saying.
Apparently, though,
But
her
that don't mean
time
I'm
is so
doing it.
valuable that you just want her time. You don't want to have sex with her.
Oh, I want to have sex.
Everybody wants to have sex. It don't matter where you're taking a girl to date to.
Right, but that's what
So
I'm saying.
what does that- what does that have to do with
it?
where my
It
mental's
comes
at?
back to
'Cause
the
you're not
point that when
forcing
I
me into
first
anything.
asked you, I said, what is he getting in return for giving you $1,000, taking you out to eat? And you said,
Yeah,
he's
this
getting
is
my
my man
time.
now.
No, but you said he was getting your time. Before he became your man, you were just courting him, right? So he's just getting your time. And I said, your time is not enough because he's giving his time away too. Your time, you can't sit here and say he's taking me to Nobu.
If you
He's
want me to
giving
go
me
out, you want me to dress
$1,000.
up, you want my nails to
Oh
look
my
nice, you want
God.
me to look the part.
Maybe
Are you doing that? Hold on. Are you doing it for
lifestyle.
the guy or are you doing that for
I'm
yourself?
doing it for me to be with him.
No, you're doing it for
I'm
you
not-
initially.
Yeah, it is for me too.
Okay,
but I
so-
gotta look the part if I'm going out with you. But that's my man now anyway. So like, I'm not even.
Maybe not for you, but maybe for the guy, it's enough to like her time. You know, like she's
No.
speaking from experience. You feel me? Like you
I'm
can't
not-
really like.
yeah.
I really genuinely,
You're-
genuinely.
She's not speaking from experience. She's speaking from what she thinks.
Mhm.
Promiscuous. You don't have to be promiscuous.
I'm going to hope that Jesus blesses you abundantly because
I'll invite you to the wedding.
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about her.
Oh.
Because when you say things sometimes I'm just like, what?
And you know what, babe? I hope Jesus blesses you too.
I'm blessed. I'm already blessed.
I hope he
I'm good.
blesses you abundantly.
Yeah, I'm blessed.
Mhm.
But my thing is the fact that you're sitting here acting like you can go out on a date and a guy's well, maybe he's no. All guys have expectations, ladies.
Correct.
If you sit here and think that guys are just gonna take you out because you're beautiful.
Okay, look, most guys, no. Most guys, no. But there are guys out there that will take you out because they just want your time.
They're expecting
There you go.
something though. There's that you can't deny that.
Everybody's expecting. I'm expecting from you. You're expecting from me. We both have expectations. If our expectation match, then we're gonna keep seeing each other.
Yo, in this situation, we're talking about Nobu. We're not talking about some sandwich shop. Like
You see
Nobu is
how
like $500 minimum.
Nobu is crowded every night though. So where's these people coming from that you think it's so crazy that Nobu's always
but
crowded?
Nobu's
I've
crowded
never
with the
seen
same
Nobu-
crowd.
I don't know. I've never seen Nobu empty.
Who here has been to Nobu?
I've been there.
Okay, so out of the whole table here, 2 people have been there.
That's how out of the norm that is to regular people.
I get
Does
it.
that
You're-
make sense?
You're living a privileged life. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you're acting like
I
that's,
don't, but I'm not out every night.
But you're
If I
acting like
get
that's
dressed
that's
up
the
to go
norm
on-
for
Yes.
everybody.
You said that's
But
light.
I'm
That's
not
what you
there.
said.
I'm not going to steakhouses every night. But if I get dressed up to go on,
Bro,
a
I don't even
date-
know what the fuck Nobu is.
I
I don't even know what it is.
I hear what you're saying,
Look,
but you're
look,
saying that's light.
Nobu, Poppy Steak. They sell steak clearly.
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck I don't go there, bro. I'm good with Moshis.
Moshi,
Give
moshi.
me a Moshi. I'm good with Moshi.
Can I make an example too? Even with him, like he had like a drink tasting at the restaurant that was supposed to open. I met his friends and like personal like inner crowd, and we went out to go get tacos at like a dope ass. Sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to curse. A dope place that was like tacos on South Beach. So it's not always, but yeah, like.
That's
half
not
of
first
half of the
date. That's
time-
your man.
Half of the time, it's gonna be expensive. We might go to Nobu.
Come
then
in
we'll-
close. Come in close.
we might
This
go
way,
to-
please. Move in closer to her.
Closer
might-
to her. Closer to her.
Moving
We
closer.
might
to
go
her.
to Nobu one night and then we're hanging out with his friends and we go to the taco spot the other night. But like
That's
it
your
is a part of
man. That's not first date.
yeah. But first date was definitely
Like you better give
we
him
ain't
sex
going
now
that
if
time.
you go to taco shop or anywhere.
Yeah,
Now you're definitely expecting.
Look,
that.
I respect the ladies' opinions, and I appreciate you guys for being honest. I'm just saying that you guys are in a very privileged position. You live in a time where you guys can literally get everything for nothing. And you sit here and you complain, and you're saying that you're oppressed and life isn't fair and that you're not equal to men and men make too much money. You guys are literally, in a sense, without doing it, you're running the fucking world.
It's very competitive. though.
It's very
not like
competitive,
everywhere. It's
and
gonna
that's
be hard.
you're
You should
proving-
always have your own though. I'll come
It's
on.
competitive for the top 20% of guys that ladies like yourself go for.
Okay. Shout out to the ladies, man. They've been super. No more super chats, real quick.
No, that's all.
No member chats. No member chats as well, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate you guys. It's 91 of you guys in here, man. You guys been with us this long. Go ahead and like the
chat
video.
was lit today.
Yes.
To whoever is new here, guys, don't forget to subscribe
Yeah,
and
man,
like
make
the
sure you
video
guys
before
subscribe,
you
man.
leave.
Yes.
Ladies, real quick. I'm sorry, bro. This has been, I think you guys are lit as fuck. I think it's weird because I feel like I've only been talking to two people the whole entire fucking show, and they're the most delusional fucking people. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I would really actually appreciate it if you guys had chimed in a little bit, but you're kind of delusional too. Holy shit. You're very delusional as well. Shout out to you ladies. Any questions you guys have for the gentlemen? Any questions?
Well, I had one
Into the
question
mic,
that I had
please. Into the mic,
earlier.
into the
Yeah,
mic.
earlier when we were talking, I remember you guys were saying about like, no, you guys like you're saying close your legs, and we were talking about the pregnant thing, but like you're saying now how like guys take girls out on dates and they expect something, and you were saying if you want to prevent a guy, like if you want a guy to like you and you don't want him to disrespect you, you have to keep your legs closed. So like how do you and like at what point is a girl like can a girl fuck you and you actually still respect her
and enjoy it?
Yeah, like at
when
what
do I
point?
get to live?
Because I understand that a guy could actually see a woman as like with potential, and the second he fucks her, he's like, okay, now she's just part of the roster. Like he'll completely change the way he sees her.
Post not clarity.
Yeah, hold on. How long would you say you think she waits to have sex with guys? Based off what you've seen from her today.
Damn, I forgot what she said. Her body count 10.
I said less than. I just don't like
less than a week.
Less than a week. What about you?
I'll give you 3 days.
How long would take?
No. I said, how long do you think she makes guys wait to have sex with her?
Oh, a month.
Okay.
A month?
I wouldn't say a week, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably about a month as well. I know
month?
she doesn't give me like a holy type of bro. I mean, I could tell you what girl on here I think would be a few days.
I don't think she entertains a lot of guys, and maybe that's where y'all are getting.
But yeah, but she's selective about it.
So when she entertains that guy, she's gonna fuck them within
Well, I'll
that.
tell you, I don't like to fuck like strangers. So you have to definitely be someone I know. I've known you for a long time. So like, yeah, it would take a long.
What's the short amount of? What's the short amount of
3
period?
weeks?
The shortest amount of time.
Be honest, don't lie.
I just have to think about it. I don't know, like
Goodbye.
probably a week. But that was my last boyfriend. We dated for 2.5 years. And
I
that was
understand.
the
That's
only
not the
time.
problem. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
That's, but their question.
Okay, but that
answer
was
the
one
question.
guy.
Yeah, that was like that one guy.
That was one
Then
guy.
the rest were like
And
a
it's
month.
because I was moving. I was going long distance. So I was like, let's do it now.
And the rest were a month, like they were saying.
Oh, you see, she was like, I'm about to leave. Fuck me now.
The rest
Right.
of I waited till we were dating. Like I want to wait till I know you like actually are committed to me. You're not just gonna like fuck me and then now
Speaking
next
to the
day you're
mic. Yo,
ghosting-
what's up with you ladies
Sorry,
not speaking into the mic?
And like then you ghost me the next day. Like I'm not trying to have that happen, you know.
And that's a smart thing to do.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So what was your question for us? How
No,
long should
yeah.
you
So
make
like,
him wait?
so at what point is it? Can a girl actually like win and like she can enjoy having sex with you without feeling judged for it or
Okay.
scared that you're gonna leave her?
That's a great question.
That
Shout
is
out
a
to you.
great
That's a
question.
great question. You want to take that one? I have a daughter, so I know what I'm gonna say. You have a question? You have a
I mean, at what point? I don't know. I don't know. I got to think about it for a second.
This is very easy.
I'll
This
go.
is very easy.
I would say like 3 months minimum. Oh, on an average guy, a guy like, I mean, with high status, I would hope you would do it under like 2 weeks, because he's not gonna wait for you.
Yeah, it's too much going on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, he has too many girls, too many options.
Well, I know how long you waited.
No, I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real. A guy with high value, he has too
Everybody's
many
been
girls.
different. Everybody's been different.
He has the money to take multiple girls to Nobu.
Okay. Do you understand what he's saying?
Yeah, but my question is like for him to respect you, like a guy with high value, and you wait 2 weeks and he has all these girls. Like he's not. I'm saying like let's say you want a serious relationship.
Yeah.
I'm a girl and I want to date this guy. Like I want him to feel the same way I feel for him that he
Okay.
feels about me.
I have
do
a
I do?
daughter, and I would say, I think a little bit differently than they do. I would say, if ladies, when a guy gets what he wants, which is sex, I don't give a fuck who, bro. Even I'm being honest. When a guy gets what he wants, there's a certain level of cool. I'm not chasing you no more. I don't give a fuck what guy is watching or will watch this video and be like, oh, that's not true. That dude's capping. When a guy gets the sex, I'm not chasing you no more. Now I know I can get it because I already got. I have this saying: if a guy fucked you once, he could fuck you twice.
Yeah,
that's my saying.
He has the power,
right? Because I already fucked you. Even if you leave now, nothing happens. I don't have to chase you. I got it.
Yeah.
I could fuck her the first night. She could have left to Brazil. I'd be like, I still fucked. I still fucked. I don't give a fuck how long it was.
If that's all you're sticking around for,
but
what
I'm
about the
no.
personality?
It doesn't change the fact that when you give guys that part of you, it changes the whole dynamic. So why would you give it up in a week, a month, or 3 months? I always tell ladies that come on this panel, make the guys wait a year. They hate that shit. Why don't I have to wait a year? What if the dick's bad after a year?
I need it
It's
too.
still okay, cool. But here's the thing: if you want a fun, casual thing, go ahead, fuck them after the first week. If you want something long term, yo, listen. You're saying it's crazy, but our great grandparents and their great grandparents would do shit like that. Like back in the day, this shit was the norm. Except nowadays, women like you are like, what? A year? I was thinking 3 days.
I'm not saying 3 days either, but I actually like enjoy sex and I want
And that's
somebody
great.
I like and I want to have sex with. It's not
wanna make sure it's
years
compatible
extreme.
with sex.
And that's
years extreme.
okay.
I'm not saying 3 days either, but I'm definitely not saying a year. Like,
Well,
I'm
okay.
thirsty
And
here,
she
too.
asked me for my opinion, and I'm saying it realistically, right? And this is because here's what happens when you make a guy wait a year. And I'm not talking about like he fucked you once, but it was just once throughout. I'm saying if you make a guy, that guy will build up so much respect for you. It is ridiculous the amount of respect that guy will have for you. It'll be so much respect to the point where he'll say, I know what I did to try to get in her pants and it didn't work. So I know that another guy that's going to have to get through this shit, they're not going to survive. Right. And then when you finally get it, there's so much intimacy that's happened in that 1 year. That guy doesn't want to fucking leave. There's a difference. If I smash you the first week, I don't give a fuck if you like ponies, rainbows, purple, ice cream. I don't give a fuck. If I fuck you after a year, I give a fuck about all that shit. Because I spent time buying you that shit. I spent time thinking about it. I spent resources. I spent everything. So I care about all that shit. Ladies, cool. What I'm saying is not popular. But what I'm telling you is that would work. And that's the advice I would give my daughter.
I understand what you're saying.
Guys are not waiting.
But if a guy...
Okay, hold on. If guys aren't waiting that long, that's fine. That's not a loss. I would tell my daughter, if a guy doesn't wait a year for you, baby girl, you did not lose. You won. Because that guy didn't deserve you, right? And it's cool. This isn't what girls want to hear, and I respect it. But that guy didn't want you, daughter. So he doesn't deserve you. It is what it is.
What I do agree is building a friendship over a year. You know what I mean?
But fucking in the meantime?
I said building a friendship over a year, you know, where it's not focused on sex.
But you're still fucking other people.
No, but if you're dating other people.
But that's
wild.
I mean,
so, okay, but think about that logic. Think about that
I'm
logic.
not saying dating a whole bunch of. I'm just saying dating.
If
I'm dating
that's
somebody,
stupid.
I'm not necessarily
okay,
having
but
sex
you're
with
not
them.
listening. You're not listening. What I'm saying is, if you're courting someone, right? If you're, let's say hypothetically, you and him are courting each other, right? A whole year, and you're not having sex with anybody, right? By the time you guys do have sex, you're gonna be so fucking passionate about this relationship.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's gonna be unbreakable. Now, if you're talking to this guy for a whole year, but you fucked Tom, Larry, Jacob, and Paul, by the time you fuck him, it's still not gonna mean as much because you have other people that you were attached to. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'll be honest. I've had a relationship that lasted 3 to 5 years, and I didn't wait a year. And love doesn't.
I'm not saying
Eric,
that.
can we touch on this? Eric, the reason I don't agree with that advice is because
most of these, I'll lose interest.
Most of these girls aren't virgins. So I'm already thinking, yo, I'm waiting a year for something a guy might have had the first night, first week, first month, 6 months.
I get it.
These girls aren't virgins, so I don't think that's good advice. And if that guy does wait that year and she's not a virgin, yo, he might have just waited because he doesn't really get a lot of pussy and he just fucked.
I understand what you're saying.
Now that girl wasted that year because he wasn't probably dating around.
The girl never wastes that year, bro.
And then what if the sex
is
bad?
The girl, how does the girl waste that year by not? There's no way she wastes that year.
I understand what you're saying. What is she doing within that year? I understand she's not getting
she's
any
not
other bodies.
Sex. That's a win.
But she's not talking to any other guys. Maybe there was a guy that was her ideal guy that came through, and that guy would have treated her right. But she's not even going to look towards that guy because she was talking to the other guy that she's making wait the year.
And I understand your point, but what I'm saying is most guys aren't going to last a year anyway. So that the possibility, just because it's possible, doesn't mean it's probable. So the probability of that happening means that those guys aren't going to wait a whole year. Like you're talking about the extreme guy that's going to wait a whole year, maybe talk to girls on the back end. Most guys aren't going to do that. Trust me. If you don't give guy pussy within the first few months, he's going to find someone that will. So you're not losing, ladies.
Look, what I would tell you is I would not say wait a year. I would say wait at least, I would say 3 to 4 months. I would say within that time, if he's trying to have sex with you, let him know that you take sex very seriously. I think you ladies need to understand your tongue and what you say to us. Then it kind of hits us, and now we heard it. So if you say, "Look, I'm not ready yet, but when I do, I really like want to be with the guy that I want to get married." You ladies need to date with intentions. I would never tell my daughter to wait a year. I would just say, vet the guy.
Well,
in that
your
time,
daughter's gonna get fucked a lot then.
No, she's not gonna get fucked a lot. My daughter's gonna have actual standards and say, "Look, if I fuck
Your
the dude at
daughter
3
can
months,"
get fucked 4 times a year.
that's assuming my daughter's a hoe though.
Well,
I'm
you're
saying
telling her to wait 3 months.
No, I'm telling her to vet the guy for 3 or 4 months. If he's trying to have sex with her, voice that she takes sex very seriously, and if she has sex with him, she's gonna want to be in a relationship or get married. She's dating with a purpose. Once the guy hears that, he's lying, maybe whatever it is. I'm hoping I'm meeting the guy within all of that. Like, it's not gonna be a situation where she's gonna be fucking in between that. That's what I'm saying.
I agree. Hold on. I agree with what you're saying, and I get it 100%. The issue is 3 months is not the same as 1 year. Like 3 months is, I call that nap time. Like when I went to jail, 3 months. So if you came in and you were crying about 3 months, that's sleep time. They call that sleep time. You can sleep that off. You get me? Like I did 4.5 years. Like that's time. You do anything above 10, like that's time. Like 3 months. Whenever guys will come in crying about 3 months, I'm like, bro, go sleep, bro. Like by the time you wake up, you're going home. You get me? 3 months is not that long, bro. Most people can wait 3 months. Bro, before her, bro, before her, bro, I was a savage. And 3 months, bro, I talked to 15, 20 girls in 3 months, and I don't give a fuck if I'm not fucking her. I'm gonna fuck you eventually. You're coming up. You're coming up. 3 months ain't shit, bro. A year should be the minimum.
But that would be the same thing for the year because you're fucking so many girls. The year,
yeah,
girl
but see, now you're assuming that most guys can do what I was doing, and they can't.
I agree.
Most guys aren't doing that. So again, I just don't. I think that's how you prevent that shit.
So you're just picking who waited longer over chemistry, over personality, over the bond you have, over like
Into the mic, please.
Over the emotion that you have with somebody, over chemistry. Everything else is just who waited longer. Like,
no, because most men aren't gonna wait that long. Is what I'm saying.
What can you ask your question again? Because there was like a little part that I think was different.
Like my original question is like the one about why do women have to keep their legs closed but not men? That one?
No. The question why we were answering.
She was saying how long should you wait?
Oh yeah, okay.
Before you guys respect a woman,
correct.
Should she keep her legs?
And I said
closed?
A year.
Just like in general, what does a woman have to do to
forget the time shit, bro? Provide some value. Time is not fucking value.
That's
bro.
cap. Because
her
man's providing value.
What do you consider value besides pussy from a woman? Because he said that's like our number one valuable thing is our pussy.
Insert.
So what to men like you do you consider valuable?
Insert yourself into my life. If there's something that a task that I need done, maybe I need a
no. She's asking what does the guy provide as value?
No.
With the girl.
She said
she asked you. Okay, we're talking about a guy having sex with her. Right? She's not talking about her having sex with a guy. She's talking about how long should she make a guy wait. You're saying that he should provide value.
No.
That wasn't her
She's
question. That wasn't her question.
To you guys, since you say we should wait, whatever, but clearly you guys aren't waiting a year. Well, I don't know about y'all. You guys aren't clearly waiting a year. So how long for a regular woman like us, how long before you guys respect us should we keep our legs closed before we open them for you?
And
he said, assert yourself into my life, add value to my life. Well, you had said earlier that the most valuable thing on us women is our pussy.
100%.
So besides pussy, since you want us, if we hold out, that's valuable for you. So you want our pussy, but if we hold out, that's valuable for you. So what else of value can we add to your life?
Okay. Let's say I have a business. I need emails done. You say, oh, I could do that for you. Cool. Now you're doing emails for me. That's helping my business. I don't have to focus on that. Oh, right now I need my passport done. If you're like, oh, I'll call the passport agency. I'll call whoever, schedule appointment. Yo, that's adding value. You're doing stuff to make my life easier. Oh, let me go grocery shopping for you because I see you're busy. That's adding value. That's stuff that you could do easily as a woman.
Okay.
And I'm a value that very highly because women aren't doing that.
And yes, but that's the minimum in my opinion. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying. You want to say something?
Personally don't look at a girl that gave me sex. Me personally, I make good money. I don't look at a girl that gave me sex in 2 or 3 months as I don't value her any less. Like for me personally, if a girl made me wait a year, I would probably ghost. I'd be out. I'm not waiting a year.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You're the guy. Listen, you're the guys that I would tell these women to avoid.
To stay away.
That's okay. It's okay. Listen,
That's cool.
Listen, if you're talking to any of these ladies and you ghost after 6 months, bro, that's your loss, not theirs. Like I don't. First of all, I'm not trying to fuck none of you guys. So me giving you this advice is me just being honest with you, trying to look out for you guys. Okay. Another thing, you asked what type of value could you bring, bro? Listen. A girl could come to my fucking house and cook for me, clean my house, wash my clothes, start my bath, suck my dick, do all that shit, right? She could be wifey material. If I fuck the first night, in the back of my fucking head, I'm gonna say, how many other motherfuckers fucked the first night? I don't give a fuck how valuable she is. I'm gonna lose respect for her.
I agree.
So when I say if a girl makes me wait a fucking year.
Yeah, but that clock goes with anything, bro. You're basically saying
It's
if it makes you, bro, you could be like, yo, that 6 months I felt different. If a girl lets me fuck on the first night, I would say the same fucking thing you're saying.
I agree. Yeah.
If I fucked her after 3 or 5 months or whatever, I'm gonna be like, okay, this girl, like a year to me, there's a point of no returns with me, bro. Like it's not a year. It's just like she has some self-respect for herself.
But you're arguing from the man's perspective now. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying for the woman, right? Right now, what you're saying is for the guy, this is my cutoff time. 5-6 months is your cutoff time.
Right.
What I'm saying is for the women, in order for her to protect herself, because fuck the guys. In order for the woman to protect herself, it should be a year minimum. Now, what you're saying is I'm not going to wait a year. My cutoff time is 5 months. And that's cool. I respect that. That's your life. But what I'm saying is, and her original question is, how much time should I make a guy wait in order for him to have respect for me? And I say at least a year. And I stick to that. I stick to that. It doesn't matter if at 6 months he left. Listen,
but that goes back to the guy.
Hold on, listen. It doesn't matter if he left at 9 months. Or it doesn't matter if he left December 31st. It's still not your fucking loss. Oh, well, what if he had good dick? It's still not your fucking loss.
Well, bro, but what we're doing is we need to basically tell women they need to take risk. What you're saying is
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
No, I'm saying that if they do give it up to a guy, if you gave it up to a guy in 6 months, it doesn't mean that the guy that you would have gave it up to in a year is any worse. Is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you women are scared to fail. You're scared to take risk. You don't want to give out your body. I get it. That's what happens when you have a pussy. You got to be fucking.
Apparently not.
It's gonna happen.
You got to know what.
But
I get that.
I want to have sex too with the person I like.
Y'all gonna have to be vulnerable, bro.
I'm be honest. I don't want to wait a year.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I want to.
Hold on. How long are you waiting to have sex?
What do you mean? How long?
Okay, if you can answer the question, then how long are you waiting to have sex?
It's person to person.
It's person to person.
If you know, sometimes it's like I like you, but I don't think I want to jump in.
Give me a ballpark.
It could
How long
be
are
a
you
month.
waiting?
It could be a week.
Okay.
It could be 2 months. It's really how the vibe. I go off of energy.
Okay.
I can't just judge.
Okay, when
somebody,
you say I go off
you know
energy, what that translates to me is I go off my feelings, right?
Yes.
And here's
my
the
feelings,
thing, ladies.
My instincts.
Okay, here's the thing, ladies. Men are very smart at making you feel good. That's what the fuck we're supposed to do.
Well, we could.
That's literally what we're supposed to do. What, you have a fucking problem? What's up?
I don't, not at all.
Okay, cool. So what the fuck is going on right now?
Nothing. I feel like we're beating a dead horse.
Okay, do you want to have an input?
Over it.
Okay, cool. Then stop fucking inputting. Like, I don't understand what that's about. I'm giving you an opportunity to talk right now. You have nothing to say. My thing is, if you're going off your feelings, if you fuck every month,
it's not feelings, my instincts. I could read past a lot of guys' bullshit. Like, that doesn't mean, just because you woo me and buy me a meal that I'm gonna jump into bed with you.
Okay.
Like, I'm not stupid.
You can read a lot of guys' bullshit, but you have 45 bodies. So that means 45 guys got
that
sex
I
from
wanted
you.
to do.
Okay.
My choice to open my legs.
Mhm.
My choice to buy. My
Okay.
choice to know. My choice. It was
Okay.
my choice.
So I would say 45 is actually probably on the safe side.
And it wasn't 45. You're 45. I was lower.
You said
than
it
you.
was.
I said it was around yours.
Well, mine is 45. I'm gonna
Yeah, it was
assume
less
it's
than yours.
45.
I mean, okay. What's the difference between 30 or 40? Like, what kind?
No. There's a big difference
I'm
between 30
damn
and 45.
I'm damn near closer to. I don't want to say my age.
Okay. Well, we already know your age. Oh, so 32 is clearly a lie. How old are you really? Okay, you're clear.
No.
Yo, we have her ID, bro. We can check her fucking ID, bro. Is she really 32 years old?
Okay.
Yo, we could
Don't
we could check your real ID if you really want us to. We have your ID in the back.
But all I'm saying is that, you know, it was always
So,
my choice.
so if you could sit here and come and lie,
Sometimes-
let's hold on. If you could come on air and lie to me about your age, what makes me think you're being honest about your body count?
Okay. Exactly.
Okay.
Who will ever
Okay.
know?
Now,
I could be lying about having a daughter.
okay.
I
Well,
could be lying about
okay.
where I
Well,
live.
but it goes back to what I'm saying is that
But-
women come on here and claim
What
that,
I'm saying
that you
is, it was
literally
always
sat here and
it's
argue.
always a
you-
woman's choice
you
to have
literally-
sex. It's
I
not the
don't.
guy's choice.
I'm not
unless they're
arguing that.
forcing it.
I'm not arguing that. What I'm
Okay.
saying is that you sat here and told me that there's absolutely no loss in having multiple sexual partners and having a high body count. But then you literally just admitted that
For
you
me-
not only lied about your age, you also lied about your body count. So if there's nothing wrong with having a high body count, then why isn't it that you're willing to accept and be honest about your body count?
I don't have a problem in life with my dating right now, so I don't consider that an issue.
Yeah, but you
I'm
literally just
chilling.
admitted
Like,
that you
I
came
don't-
on here
I
and
don't- I
lied.
don't argue with my dude. I'm at a good place
What,
in life.
what I'm
so
saying is
why
that
does
it's
my
very
body
hypocritical. I don't care if you're happy in life. What I'm saying is it's very hypocritical for you to come on here and say that it doesn't matter for women to have high body counts, but then you lie about
I'm
it.
not saying just just do whatever, but I'm saying like I don't think it's bad to have some sexual experience. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying just be a Fruit Loop and just have sex with the whole world either. But I
Okay.
don't see it as like condescending to have a little bit of sexual, you know what I mean, like freedom,
Okay.
like to do what you want. Because at the end of the day, it's always up to me.
Yeah, but you
I
lied
might
about
have
it.
had one situation where it was like, it wasn't
Okay.
right, or it was an illegal situation where I could have called the cops on them, but stuff happens.
Here's the difference, right? When we ask the guys what our body count is, I genuinely think that a man's body count does not matter. So when it came to turn to me, for me to say my body count, I said the honest body count, which is 45.
I think it does matter because I don't want to slut either.
Okay, well now
I
it
want
matters
somebody
all of a
who's-
sudden.
Hold on, that's a lie.
No,
the
no,
beginning
I
of the
don't-
beginning
no,
of the
I'm
podcast, you
saying
said
for-
you want a guy that's experienced, very experienced.
But there's levels to experience. There's sleeping with 1,000 people. They're sleeping with 30. They're
Okay.
sleeping,
Hey, Curtis, can
It's-
we get to the super chats?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we got
I don't know.
Just
you know,
Invest today.
It's levels to this.
Eric, you wouldn't wait a year. Come on, man. LOL.
Okay.
You said that most guys would smash other girls while waiting a year.
Okay, shout out to Justin. Here's the thing, bro. I wouldn't wait a year. I'm not the wait a year type of guy. I'm not saying that I would wait a year. I'm fucking quick. That's who I am. But I know who I am. I know what I provide. I know what I'm doing in life, right? Most guys would have no option. Like, bro, I didn't wait a year to fuck her, and she's a baddie. Bro, she knows the girls I was fucking before her. They were all baddies. All of them were fucking baddies. I don't fuck ugly bitches. Like, I know who I am, bro. So my point is, I'm not waiting a year. But what I'm saying is, my opinion to women is wait a fucking year. If you want my honest opinion, make it. Because at the end of the day, if I want to fuck you, it doesn't matter how bad I want to fuck you. I can only fuck you if you let me. So I don't understand what the argument is. I'm gonna be that guy that leaves in a week. But that's cool because that means I didn't deserve you. If you're a virgin or if you have one body count, two body counts, and you made me wait a year, I didn't deserve you. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to fuck you. So I'm giving you my honest advice. My thing is I'm not waiting a year, but I'm me, bro. There's not a lot of me's. You feel me? So it is what it is.
What's the longest you guys have waited? Just out of curiosity.
What's the longest you've waited? I know
Forever.
you run through them like.
He's like 24
What's the
hours.
longest you waited?
A week.
What's the longest you
Maybe
waited?
a month.
A month?
It's not that long.
I think the longest I've waited was a week. To be fair,
A month?
Yeah.
How
If
many
that.
bodies did she have?
I don't even remember.
And they don't
I don't-
remember.
Yeah, I don't remember how many bodies she had. I didn't care. I was just trying to smash.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No, I'm just
So
talking
she
about a
makes
girl. I got
way
you. I got you.
a little
I don't
long
wait,
and you
bro.
didn't even care.
I don't. Here's the thing, right? I don't have to wait. Like if she didn't give it up to me, there's plenty of girls that will.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here and entertaining you for
I
fucking over.
don't have to wait.
over a week, bro. That's too much. Nah.
Yeah.
So what actually makes you want to stay with the girl then? If
I
it's
just-
not about waiting.
See, I answered that question already.
Okay.
Provide value.
That's a really fucking good question, by the way.
Are you in
You
a
had to.
relationship?
You retain me.
That's you don't understand how good of a question that was. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying you have to retain me. Like
Are
in a
you-
real,
are you-
after sex, like as a woman, you have to retain me.
What's the longest relationship you ever been in? Just out of curiosity. I'm
Yo,
curious.
he laughed because I just got out of a
Just like-
relationship and it wasn't
you?
long.
What's the longest in your
yeah,
whole life?
Yeah, that's some funny shit. That was the longest. That was the longest. Ah, damn, how long?
That was
5 months,
about
maybe.
5 months.
5 months. Yeah. I'm very picky.
On and off.
I'm
Five-
picky.
5 months,
On and
that's it?
off.
On and
that-
off. That was 5 months on and off.
Oh, this nigga.
So really,
Nah,
altogether,
that's
it was
not-
what, 2?
You said what? Oh yeah, I'll give you
He
2. I'll
said
give you 2.
5
Yeah, I'll give
on
you
and
2.
off,
I'll give
so
you 2.
I said really about 2.
My longest
I-
relationship was 12 years.
Okay. That-
So
that is
I have
long.
some experience.
Mine hasn't been longer than 3.
Yeah. So I've had a 12-year relationship. I don't know about yours.
Probably like 3 years.
3 years.
Was my longest.
So
yeah.
you had 2 people that had plenty of experience, and the guy that had very rare.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
experience.
And I would say that, and I've only had she's my 4th girlfriend. All my relationships I've been 4 years or above. I mean,
Okay.
this one hasn't because it's pretty fresh. You know what I mean? We're going into our 1st year now, but yeah, like
Congrats.
I'm very intentional. Like I've always been like that. I'm more traditional. Like I feel like men are men, women are women. I feel like men should provide and take care of women, for kids too. But yeah, that's just how I am.
Can I ask why you asked that question? So I can understand.
Because you guys are talking about longevity and shortness, and I actually want to know what is your actual Carfax behind that.
The reason first of all,
5 months is not that
I've only
long.
been in one relationship.
Carfax.
First of all, I've only been in one relationship. It was 5 months. The reason that it is, I'm very decisive in what I want.
You gotta also understand he just turned 21.
Correct.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a
what?
baby.
Yeah, he just turned
Yes.
21. How old are you?
Oh, wow.
35.
I'm 34. So you got to think about it
That's
like
a
this.
big a- I
Think
just
about
thought
it.
you guys
No.
were
This is a big age gap
Okay.
between us,
That
right?
makes more
He was
sense
older.
now.
Yeah. So
21.
He hasn't even. I would say.
But hold on, but look, I'm hanging around 2 30-year-olds that have had plenty of experience, so I can know they're giving me wisdom. I could see and choose the right girl.
Yeah.
He's
of
also
course.
not the typical 21-year-old.
Yeah, I didn't think
The-
you were
the-
21. You seem much older, to be honest.
The 20.
That's crazy.
Most 21-year-olds aren't driving the cars he's driving. They're not living the lifestyle he's living. So he's
He's an
not.
exception.
He's not living like a.
The
when I was
ratchet
21,
21-year-old.
I wasn't doing what he's doing. So,
Okay.
yeah. Any other super chats, real quick?
No, that's all.
No super chat. Okay, cool. Real quick. Any questions for the gentleman, real quick?
No.
No. Okay. Any questions for the gentleman? Any questions for the gentleman? Any questions for the gentleman? You have no questions for the gentleman? Shout out to you. You
I
were
love
great.
you.
Yeah, she was a great
Shut up.
guest today. What about you? Any questions for the gentleman?
I think I asked as much as I could.
Can I ask you a question? Do you smile? You just don't fuck with us.
I do smile.
You smile over here?
No.
Small.
Shout out to you, man. Never mind.
I'm not a mean person.
I
wouldn't
Are you
say
just
that.
are you uncomfortable? I just feel like a energy.
A little bit. I didn't appreciate how long we spent on the sex topic. I kind of agreed with her in the sense where like we're beating a dead horse. Like why are we still like we're going in circles around the same thing? Like move on to the next topic.
Okay. Well, here's what I say. Right. You don't have to come back if you don't want to. Like we're not gonna force you to come back. You know what I mean? If you feel like you don't like the podcast, that's fair.
I didn't like not that. I feel like some topics we talked about, okay, like that's interesting. You know, when we went into the body count, I feel like that was a little interesting to see different perspectives of it.
Mhm.
But I felt like the last topic we shouldn't have spent so long on it. That's just my opinion. It's your podcast. I'm not gonna tell you how to run it. You run it how the fuck you want to run it.
Mhm.
You get me? All I was looking for when I came here is respect and my opinions valued and heard because I came here because you guys wanted my opinions, right?
Right.
That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Respect,
and
and
I
I
don't-
want my opinions valued. You know, you called me delusional a few times.
I
That's
still
just a-
I still stand by that.
Cool, but that's
Yeah.
just the way I look at things.
Yo, hold on, do you find
know,
that
I didn't call you
disrespectful?
It is to a certain extent. I didn't call you delusional. I never said you're delusional. I never used the word retarded. I don't even like that I said that word because it's just disrespectful.
You play.
I
in,
didn't
like,
call you retarded.
You play in like the
You
gray
said
area.
That's a retardedness shit you said.
I said that you can't use two opposites to explain the same thing, is what I said. You said I'm slim thick, and I said, well, I'm dumb smart. And I said, how retarded does that sound? And I guess maybe you thought I was calling you retarded. You know what I mean? So, and another thing is, listen, my job is to make sure that we all talk. And I understand some people are more outspoken than others, and that's great. I'm not going to sit here and force you to talk. Who am I to force you to talk or do anything, right? So if you want to talk, you can talk. If you don't, that's cool. It is what it is. You came in here with a negative attitude, and you got negative results.
I didn't come in here with.
Yes, you did, bro.
No, I didn't.
You came in here with a negative attitude. You came in here, you sat down, you were talking about your iPhone, and then I was like, "Yo, what's that? An iPhone 1?" And you took offense to that, right? You got an attitude because of that, and I already knew from the start, especially when you said, "Well, women are better than men." I said, "Oh, well, I already know what type of show this is gonna be." Like, you gotta understand, I do this shit
Okay,
every
look,
single day,
like
bro.
I said, we don't know each other. I'm a very fun, outspoken person. I'm a really nice person. When I don't know people, I come in very calm. That was me being calm. Maybe it came off to you disrespectful, negative. I'm sorry for that if that came off to you like that, because that's not what I was trying to come off as. Like,
it didn't.
I think it's your facial expressions.
It's just
too.
my
You've rolled your eyes and you've given this like
a
stank look
during the
lot.
podcast, because I didn't agree with some of the things that were going on. But when I first initially came in here, I didn't come in here for with a negative attitude. That was just my face. That's just me being calm.
Okay.
I went to work for 8 hours.
That's
I came
cool.
here. It wasn't. I wasn't trying to
That
come in
sounds
here
like
negative.
and look, I
You get
respect
me?
you.
Like,
I
I'm just
respect you.
calm.
I respect you being honest and giving me your opinion. What I'm saying is, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. I could give all these excuses why I would come in here and give everybody here a fucking negative attitude, and I don't. The problem is, in society, women can come in here into fucking doors with stank ass attitudes and just be like, "That's just who I am."
The first thing I came in here and said, "Hi everyone." That's what I did. Hi everyone.
And everyone said hi.
I wasn't giving a negative attitude. I was just like,
Okay, here's what I'm trying to say, right? Respectfully, and hopefully you take something from this.
Cool.
What I'm saying to you is, you can't go into buildings or podcasts or jobs or fucking Starbucks with your attitude and then just be like, well, that's just who I am. Like, that's just not how society works.
that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you could have taken it as
No,
negative,
I'm
but
not
that was
say-
not
I'm
me
not-
being
I'm
negative.
not
I
saying-
didn't realize that I came off to you as
listen,
negative.
I'm not saying that you first of all, I don't even feel disrespected. So I appreciate that you apologize, but I'm telling you, I didn't feel disrespected.
I'm saying I apologize if you feel that way. I'm not apologizing.
I don't feel like anything.
I didn't come in here with a negative attitude. Maybe it came off to you as negative, but that was just me being calm. Like, I'm here. Sometimes people will sit there and just have their normal face on. They're like, "Oh, she's a fucking bitch," because she's a resting bitch face.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, that wasn't me doing that.
Okay.
You
Okay,
can ask
all right,
him,
all right, all right, all right.
How much work did I come to get here today?
Okay.
Right? We were looking for the Uber.
I respect that.
I get
And
that.
I-
Well, listen,
and thank you. And
listen.
I understand what you're saying.
Respectfully, right? We'll move on from this. Respectfully, what I'm saying is, if I'm a certain type of way, right, and I make people feel a certain type of way, I can't sit here and then just be like, that's just the way I am. I've been doing this for a while. Listen, I just been doing this for a while now, and all I'm saying is that I've changed a lot. You've been here pretty much from the start of the podcast, and you've seen the growth that I made. Why? Because I got dragged on fucking line when I went viral a few times, and I'm not talking about viral where you get posted. I'm talking about super fucking viral. All right, I got the biggest YouTubers fucking making videos about me. I got dragged. Okay, I dragged to the point where I got dragged. Okay, and I can't sit here and be like, well, that's just the way I am.
I didn't say that.
What I'm saying is that you have to look, just go home tonight, right?
I didn't
Watch
say
the
that.
video and reevaluate the attitude, the way you carry yourself, and maybe then you could understand some things that happened tonight. That's all I'm gonna say.
I didn't say that that's the way I am. Like, it's like talking to fucking brick wall. I'm telling you, I just was calm and I just came in here with a calm attitude. Maybe it came off as negative. But
Okay.
That was not me and myself thinking like, oh fuck, I gotta calm here. Like, I wouldn't have came here.
Okay, but
then.
that's kind of the vibe that we all
I
got,
asked you a
okay?
question. You said you felt uncomfortable because he disrespected you. You disrespected him first by calling him a
during
misogynist.
during the podcast.
Correct. You
During
called
the podcast,
okay.
not before the podcast. When I came
I
here,
understand.
came
I
here with a good
understand.
attitude.
The 2
I'm not
points that
mad
you
either.
gave.
It's just
Okay, guys,
I'm
let's move
frustrated.
on.
I'm frustrating because I'm trying to explain myself, and it's kind of like you're not taking into account of what I'm saying.
Because it's
I'm
all based off
listening
your
to what you're
feelings, and I
saying,
really don't give a fuck
and I
about
wasn't
feelings.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to you. I actually listened to what you're saying, and there were times in the podcast where I told you, you know what, you're right. You have a point. I understand that.
I'm always
you're
right.
right. I fucking told you that multiple times. Did I think you were always right? No. But I actually listened to what you were saying. What's funny?
Okay, all right, you know what? Moving on. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies, for being patient. Real quick, man. We're gonna get your thoughts on the show real quick. Go ahead.
I think everybody had their points, and you gave everybody their time to express themselves. I mean, it's pretty fair. It's not like you just overpowering everyone. So thank you for reminding me. It was a good experience.
Yeah, I actually appreciate you coming, man. We had a little bit of a conversation upstairs, and I could tell that you have a really good head on your shoulders. So shout out to you.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the show?
Interesting.
Speak into the mic, please.
Interesting today. I almost didn't come to.
I need you to speak into the mic. You should know this.
I am. I said it was interesting today.
Okay.
I almost didn't come, but
Okay. I appreciate you coming as always. You've been rocking with us for a while, so thank you so much. Thoughts on the show? Go ahead.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I honestly was like really scared coming in here. I was gonna be like super fucking disrespected, but I wasn't. I didn't think it'd be as bad as like as the things I've seen online here and there, and like you guys are all pretty like normal.
What about the ratings? Did you feel disrespected with the ratings?
No, I mean that's your opinion. Like I don't really give a fuck. What the hell?
Okay, that's fair.
So we gave you a 3. You wouldn't be mad.
Well, like if you think I'm a 3, like other people think I'm a 10. Like,
well, here's the problem, right? You have men that are giving you high ratings because they want you. And
okay,
so
I'm sorry. I didn't want to go into a monologue. I'm sorry.
And so then your ego gets inflated. You know what I mean? This is what happens with women in
it
society.
doesn't make my ego good or bad. Like it's his opinion. Like he said I'm a 5 and he
Into
said
the
I'm
mic.
an 8.
Into the mic, please.
Oh, like he said I'm a 5 and he said I'm an 8.
You said
so
7. You said 7.
He said 8 then 7, but it's not like I went like happy, oh sad. Like
yeah,
I
but
would
no,
say
but
neutral the whole fucking
that's
time.
not how it happens. Internally, you start whatever, man. We're gonna move on.
Okay.
What about you? Thoughts on the show?
This is my very first podcast, so to be honest, it went pretty great. It was great to be around people that I don't know and hear everybody else's opinion, and I had a great time. I'm very appreciative you guys texted me and told me to come on.
Off the panel, you're definitely the most like wifey material.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
I
think you would agree. I think they would agree.
Yeah, I would agree that obviously besides my girlfriend, yeah, you for sure are the most wifey material on this table.
Yeah, congratulations to your
I
boyfriend.
will say though, you talked a lot today. Way too much. All right, way too much. I'm kidding, by the way. All right, what about you? Thoughts on the show?
I had a great time as always. You guys are great.
How many times have you been here?
Maybe like 10.
And
or
yet
so.
the mic is facing your head and you're not speaking.
Maybe like 10.
Okay. So you had a great show. And by the way, thank you for bringing the
cupcakes.
The cupcakes
Yes. Always.
Yeah. Now we
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh my god. Wait, no.
Okay, let me finish. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
Actually, I'm really surprised because I usually advocate and like I have full intentions of coming here and being excited to be here. It's my 3rd time back, and I really usually always appreciate it. I do think the same advice that you gave to her to go rewatch the podcast, I think you should do yourself, because I definitely seen your aggression start to raise throughout the podcast because you were more irritated and you were more tired of subjects and stuff like that. And I don't think you had to lash out like in certain moments that you did. I feel honestly kind of offended
your
just
feelings
towards
are
the
hurt.
end. Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
be
I
honest.
definitely.
Let's
Right now
let's
they
be honest.
are.
Your feelings are hurt
Right now,
and the world is ending now
I
because
never
your
said
feelings are hurt.
All right, see this.
Okay.
This is what I'm
But-
talking
but
about,
hold
because
on.
I'm not saying that. I'm just, you asked me my opinion.
Yes.
So I'm
And
giving
I thought you were
my
finished.
views
You
on
wa-
the.
you wanna
No,
continue?
I wasn't.
Okay.
And then you cut me off by saying the
Okay,
world is
go ahead.
over.
Okay, go ahead.
Like it's rude. Like
Okay.
it's rude and it's unnecessary.
Okay.
Like I have never called you out or been like rude to you, so don't do that to me. I'm done.
Okay, perfect. So number one, you said I should go watch the video. I watch every single show, every single night after the show. That's number one. Number two, you don't know what it's like to be me. I do this. Hold on. I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. So you're gonna let me talk, right? I do this every single day, and I deal with delusional bitches every fucking single day.
Oh, there you
And
go.
I'm and I try to, and I tell you guys before the show that I'm very respectful and I expect respect back, right? And then when you have girls that come on here with attitudes and they continue throughout the whole show with attitudes, and now you're crying because this is the defense mechanism where women don't get what they like. So now she's gonna cry.
Y'all
Okay,
can't
bro.
take him serious, bro. Come on, man.
Well,
This
okay.
is-
So
this
what
is
I'm saying is when you're sitting here and you have all these different characteristics, right? And then you have to deal with someone like her, and then you're over there saying shit underneath your breath, and I'm like, yo, are you good? Are you straight? And you're like, I don't have nothing to say, but you were clearly saying something just now. So here's a problem that I'm noticing in this podcast is that if I'm not talking about something that you guys don't want to talk about, or if it's not your turn to talk, it's a fucking problem. Well, guess what, guys? There's 11 motherfucking people on this table. There's 11 people on this table. So we're gonna talk about whatever everybody else is talking about. If you don't like it, that's cool. I don't necessarily always want to talk about what you mentioned today, which is great.
Oh yeah.
There's certain
I'm the hoe of the table, if anything.
There's
I'm
certain
whatever.
topics I don't want to touch, but guess what? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I don't feel like talking about this, so let's talk about something else. Period. So, anyways, I'm glad everybody enjoyed themselves. Holy shit.
No, but thank you for having me. But I gave you my opinion, but thank you for having me.
No, I appreciate you.
Nice
Look,
for me to come here.
look, I appreciate everybody that's honest with me. I'd rather be respected than liked. I don't care about being liked.
I don't dislike you, but some of your opinions I dislike, but I don't
And that's
dislike
fair.
you. And
That's
that's
fair.
what I'm saying. When I was trying to tell you what I was telling you, I was trying for you more to understand where I'm coming from than to combat you. I was not trying to fight you. And that's
Okay.
what was getting me frustrated.
And that's fair, man. I appreciate everybody's opinion. We don't have to agree on shit. Chat, I want to thank you guys for rocking with us so long, man. Super chatting, giving all that love to us, man. We appreciate that. Make sure you guys like the video, man. Push us up in the algorithm. Subscribe, share the video, send the girls some dick pics. You know, it'll make them happy. And, you know, take them out on dates if you have to. We'll see you guys tomorrow night, man, for the nighttime show. Peace.
Oh no.